Me everywhere I go, 10K for the verse, 20K for the show. Put in work and it shows. You ain't know, now you know. Now you know. Green light shawty, she a go. She a go. Miles Davis saxophone, how she blow. I can good, but then I gotta go. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Yeah, that's just the way it. Cause I done did a lot, but it's not enough. Think it's time I run it up, double up, triple up. Whoa, 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 ayy. Whoa, 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 ayy. Hit women fall in love with my appearance. Got these diamonds on me dancing, look like Michael Jackson sequence. Whoa, 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 ayy. Whoa, 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 ayy.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I bust soon. Knew as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my broom. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way, they gotta move. I got a gas, they running on fumes. Told them way back, it's something new. It's me and Dan, you gotta choose. I'm taking what's mine, I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lawyer, I don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dotting those eyes. Don't take offense if I do not oblige. I can't relate with like none of these guys. They hit me once and I'm cutting the ties. I was so low, but I'm back on the rise, it's real. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I bust soon. Knew as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my broom. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm hopping now I gotta go. I'm looking back, they not even close. I had a 4, now I need a ghost. I got a wave like I'm on the coast. Same ones a doubt and I dare the show. So way that I'm ballin', they think I'm a pro. I'm getting sick by the money I gross. They saying whoa, I told them all what this is. I told them all I don't miss. Said it's my time, look at this shit on my wrist. And when they shooting this breaks, I'm going in. In a new gig, gotta shift. I cannot stick to the script, I cannot wait. Watch how I get it and flip. It's just how I'm doing this shit that I'm going. Just how I'm doing this shit that I'm going. Ayy, just how I'm doing this shit that I'm going.
Wow, yeah, back at it again, wow, I'm back in the gym, yeah, that feel like a switch, yeah, they know I don't miss, whoa, brought my team with me, yeah, they know we gon' eat, whoa, who that with that heat, oh, that's that RMG,
Back with the team, right back. Crossover lean, step back for the 3, get him out the feet, feel like big 23, MVP of the league, ball like Jordan, Magic, Burden, 92, this ain't no dream. Got him hooked like a ring, whoa, wait, my whole team, oh, wait, we don't need no play, shoot like Z, whoa, big old teams with the team, had a steam full, ayy, call for ball, hit the shot, big old rings on the way, limousine, magazine, cover, moving state to state, in the gym, 24, wanna try, let's set a date, cause I got a ball forever, call up the team, we gon' ball together, ayy, run at the scope from summer to summer, yeah, we wantin' all the pressure.
Wow, yeah, back at it again, wow, I'm back in the gym, yeah, that feel like a switch, yeah, they know I don't miss, whoa, brought my team with me, yeah, they know we gon' eat, whoa, who that with that heat,
yeah,
that's that RMG,
I need chest, I need bands, blessings for my friends, that's a switch, I ain't playing, I need rings for my hands, I'm a king, whoa, it's my jeans though, what's in them feet, yo, wait, look, this my Jackie Chan's, y'all ain't got my reach, I ball like Kyrie or Rick, know y'all mad at me, okay, homie say la vie. Word been mad like, y'all best act right. Said you think I'm that guy, got you mad tight. Oh nah, hold the crown like Bron. It just is what it is. Got this ish on lock. Y'all gon' watch me do my dance in this land, la. I ain't married to the game, but to these boys I'm pow.
Wow, yeah, back at it again. Wow, I'm back in the gym. Yeah, that feel like a switch. Yeah, they know I don't miss. Whoa, brought my team with me. Yeah, they know we gon' eat. Whoa, who that with that heat? Oh, that's that RMG.
Some people love me, and they don't even know I have a hard time loving myself. Some people judge me, and they don't even know I have a hard time judging myself. Life gets ugly, but I grab a paintbrush and paint a pretty smile on myself. Mouth stay shut even when I need help. In too deep in the water, Mike Phelps. Swimming lessons, I still got many unanswered questions. Sick of the anger, sick of depression. Wanna be grateful, count your blessings. Just give me my salad, you keep the dressing. Cause I'm cream of the crop, he paid the price, I'm worth a lot. He told me go, why would I stop? Rest on my thoughts, jump off the tire. D'Lo Brown with the frog splash. Leaps of faith, what I call that. If you hit my line for the old me, when I hang up on you, don't call back. I ain't gon' block my blessings, I'd rather block your number. Life taught me so many lessons, Been down bad, never under. That's breath in my lungs. Some people die young, where I come from. Woke up and gave thanks to Father and Son. Filled with the Spirit, I shine like the sun. Ghost in me, but I ain't haunted. Bad vibes, keep them, don't want it. Pride hard to swallow, doggone it. And you were really never my opponent. I'm fighting evil, man, they hearts black. They wanted my life, told them back. Got an itch for sin, can't scratch that. Keep the truth loaded in the black gap. Just know if I said it, I'm in it, and they gon' take it back. Learn the game brighter than my granddaddy's Cadillac. Young man, old song, imagine that. Ain't in my control, gotta pray, let them handle that. God hit my line, get me to play. Roger that, game torn, alright, you hate like a running back. If you ain't catch everything I said, better run it back. Eating up this beat, break bread, where your sandwich at, y'all. Thought I was done? No, this beat ain't like Kobe, I'm too full. My God, sick old mode, he too cold. I'm skating on beats, froze on with the flow.
And you know he be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pine's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Time's money, money pays.
You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. He be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pine's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Time's money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. Mad as savage, and me back and I'm back and it happening, ready to blow. I remember doing deeds with Deji from the street, they left me on my own. Monkey asking me about how I got the P, I told her leave him mama grow. Then they're ringing off my phone. Times change, but mine's made up. I ain't got line patience, tried then, don't like baitness. Come close, but swear that. Went ghost with a hair pack, never boast loud. Get your bird whacked in my condo where I birth tracks with a gang. Catch that for the gram, snap that for the man. These dudes do the most, no money in the hand. I ain't never had to feel away. Rhyme steady and they feel the way. Occupation make it either way. Never worry cause I can. Back chat from the whack gang. Took charge when they sack man. Passport when a milestone. Make space when the bags land. This must be the daydream. Max got me the mad plan. My team never lied on. Due a visit from the facts man. He be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pine's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Time's money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. He be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pine's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Time's money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. Fake clothes, same watch, fake crepe, same fuck, fake squad, say lots, but flop ain't what I'm on, aim up. Don't stop, we beat leveling, proceeds increase heavily. Don't need this man's energy, I be the one, beat the one. I don't make a song to make a song, and the vibe is right. The mic will let me on to the signs I light up. I spit the strong in the line, pick me first before I'm gone. I ain't straight sicker with the wordplay. Syllables spin, I don't fidget when I burst straight.
work late. Fuck what you think, but my work rate. Celebrate wins like a birthday. Busy 3-6, got a mean list of the tracks. You man busy sleeping when I brainstorm as a plan. Linked handy on the underground, I don't even have to ask. Miss laughing with my brother now, I ain't talking about Dan. Catch up when he lands, snapshot with the fam. KL did a madness, back soon going ham. Come see how we ride out, short change but we smile proud. Been blazed for a while now, stay ready for the jam. He be riding on the wave, I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pines ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Times money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th, she ain't ready for the 8th. He be riding on the wave, I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pines ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Times money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th, she ain't ready for the 8th.
Tell the waitress, sweat another round. Millie on my wrist, I bust it down. King in my city, wear the crown. Got a check, need another now. I can never get enough. Woo. Yeah, that's right. I can never get enough. Come on. Woo. I can never get enough. You couldn't get money, need a new set. Try to go again, session, need a new bet. Been here 10 summers, boy, and I ain't lose yet. Cause I can never get enough. Jordan from my team, I'm LeBron in my city. Way ahead of these man, I could pop a Willie. Gunning these 7 figures if we gon' sign a dilly. Red, white, yellow, brown, I got them by the plenty. Woo! Just the definition of success. Did it back to back, that's repetition with the steps. Pushing up the work, I could do 100 reps. 5-star general, I'm about to pull up in the vet. Had a couple zeros, had to add another 4. Started with the product, turned that into a store. My 15 minutes turned into an encore. Got an in, but I ain't stopping till I go get me some more. Woo! Tell the waitress, sweat another round. Millie on my wrist, I bust it down. King in my city, wear the crown. Got a check, need another now. I can never get enough. Woo! Yeah, that's right. I can never get enough. Come on. Woo! I can never get enough. You couldn't get money, need a new set. Try to go again, session, need a new bet. Been here 10 summers, boy, and I ain't lose yet. Cause I can never get enough. Yeah, we been going up on a Tuesday. I'm Bruce Lee, turn your ego into souffle. Feel new, that pop bottles of Douce with my real new. That's down south like Bousse. Turn the VIP into the projects. Don't pay attention to the goals that y'all set. I'm out in Bali, girl from Somali. Put her in a ring and I'ma hit her with the ollie. Started up the business, turned that into a car. Used to work the lobby, moved it up a couple floors. Views of the hood, turned that into the shore. I just made another M, I gotta go get me some more. Tell the waitress, sweat another round. Millie on my wrist, I bust it down. King in my city, wear the crown. Got a check, need another now. I can never get enough. Woo! Yeah, that's right. I can never get enough. Come on. Woo! I can never get enough. You couldn't get money, need a new set. Try to go again, session, need a new bet. Been here 10 summers, boy, and I ain't lose yet. Cause I can never get enough.
Run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy, run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy.
I can't deny this. I'm still and make you turn over your treasure like a pirate. No, it don't matter what party you part of, you not invited. Yes, I got my goons, but I'm gobbling them entirely. I'm a monster, I'll eat my own just to keep up my diet. You don't wanna get hit with the blade of a chopper. Come around, I can't no options. Looking at trophies like which one is up for adoption? Felon in love, got no conscience. What in God's name, nothing accomplished. Just a feeling your team is about to be feeling. When I come take everything from you, I'm bombing. My team is hard body, bulletproof chest with a K-bone. We from a planet, the only one that got A's on them. My team got trophies and medals for rolling tanks on them. I'm rocking them Stone Cold, Undertaker, and Kane, homie.
Run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy, run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy.
Ain't no breaks, we a 4-5 series. I'm a dog, got that K9 in me. Count the calls, y'all boys worth no pennies. Who else like us? I don't see none any. New girl back in the way. All place that rotate. Y'all seem gon' locate. I ain't catch no win of that. Snap pass and I run it back, and they young man is a running back. Oh, ain't no holding back, so here I go. Gas like BPA, out my way. Play too smart with a GPA. Keep it brief like a black suitcase, and there ain't no time. Hold up, it's too late. Man, we ball hog no ham, and I know it ain't fair, but we just do not care, and all y'all staring while we
run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy, run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy.
Hey, freedom is ours. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Freedom is ours. You know, fist up, we got power. Woo. Hey, say it again, man. Freedom is ours. Fist up in the air. Who got the power? You know. Hey, say it again. Freedom is ours. We got the power. We gonna make it this thing ours. Ooh. We're gonna squeeze that laminator, sweet or sour. We got the room shaker. That be the mood breaker. You better move break. Hey, you say it, man. Freedom is ours. I tell my brothers to never relent. Black skin, you ain't gotta pretend. Gotta give it like 100%. Do more, give 110. Freedom is ours, huh? I gotta leave in an hour, huh? I had to meet with the powers, huh? They wanna give or allow it. We gotta take it. But brace yourself. It's water we had. Got a bottle, then pour me a glass. Take a seat when I talk to the class. Look at their faces, all of them mad. But some of you gotta relax. You said we went up to the task, now we just laugh. Freedom is ours. You know, fist up, we got power. Woo. Hey, say it again, man. Freedom is ours. Fist up in the air. Who got the power? You know. Hey, say it again. Freedom is ours. We got the power. We gonna make it this thing ours. Ooh. We're gonna squeeze that laminator, sweet or sour. We got the room shaker. That be the mood breaker. You better move break. Hey, you say it, man. Freedom is ours. Yeah, for far too long, sitting so quiet. Now it's looking like David Goliath, fighting the giants, killing the tyrant, ducking the sirens. I don't care if my account is sitting in minus. I got the Midas touch. Enemies better line them up. Fight fair, nah, I'll up. Woo. There isn't a plan B, plan A only. Take the fight to their place, tell it to their face. Freedom is what they owe me. They know me cause I'm shaking the room up. And nothing is too much. Take a trip, then I cool off. Let's do lunch. Freedom is ours. You know, fist up, we got power. Woo. Hey, say it again, man. Freedom is ours. Fist up in the air. Who got the power? You know. Hey, say it again. Freedom is ours. We got the power. We gonna make it this thing ours. Ooh. We're gonna squeeze that laminator, sweet or sour. We got the room shaker. That be the mood breaker. You better move break. Hey, you say it, man. Freedom is ours.
Look, I need a shot, no chase. My girl need a wine in the state. My mom need a house for the late. So I got some money to make. They told me I got what it take. So I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay. I need my 50 for tax. I done ran low on my patience. Make sure my time isn't wasted. I told them all that I've been real. They know that I cannot face shit. Funny how none of this makes sense. Now that I'm up with an A-list. She tryna throw me the K now. Telling me happy belated. Got too much shit on my mind. I told my mama I'm fine. I told my girl that I'm stressed, but I'm gonna make it on time. I pray to God for these signs. He know how hard I done tried. Lately I'm looking for real shit. The things that my money can't buy. They don't understand how the shit goes. How they all use easy to switch goals. How they all speed when they need some. Then when you need them and they gone ghost. They want the money in big roles. They use your name for a quick post. The same ones that told me to quit rap. I saw this shit, man, to get sold. But for now, I need a shot, no chase. My girl need a wine in the state. My mom need a house for the late. So I got some money to make. They told me I got what it take. So I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay. I need my 50 for tax. I need a shot, no chase. My girl need a wine in the state. My mom need a house for the late. So I got some money to make. They told me I got what it take. So I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay. I need my 50 for tax.
Hand on the game, we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the wheel, they think we lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in your lane. Foot on the gas, I do not care if I crash, long as I stick to the plan. What is the plan? I cannot lie for none of you, long as I know who I am. I'm in control, God got his hand on my soul. And if I land and he got the remote, made it this far, it's a miracle, miracle. Anything less is cynical, cynical. Staying true, I can't lie in your interview. Tell the truth while you lie with your interview. And your acting is so hypocritical. In control, nothing more, this is minimum. Can't stop now, I'ma grind till I'm ghost. I thank God how he held me down the most. Can't stop now, gotta grind till I'm ghost. Gotta thank God how he held me down the most.
Got the whole team on my back. I ain't worried about no stats. No time to compete with so-and-so. No time to compete with so-and-so. I ain't got a brag when I'm in my bag. No, no, no. Been through a lot, don't know the half. No, no, no. When I'm on drive, never lose control. Hand on the game, never lose control. It ain't my fault that I'm in control. When I'm on drive, never lose control.
On a mission, on the move, gotta go, no, no. Ain't no time to waste my time, we don't slow down. You can at me in dimensions, big dog in dimensions. We be aiming for the fences, I'm in a different dimension. Why y'all be riding the benches? Y'all could just cut through the tension. Graduated from the trenches, no cap and gone. I ain't never need a handout, on my 2 feet, I'ma stand out. I ain't never take a loss now, ain't gon' start now at the top now, and I know. Can't stop now, I'ma grind till I'm ghost. I thank God how he held me down the most. Can't stop now, gotta grind till I'm ghost. Gotta thank God how he held me down the most.
Got the whole team on my back. I ain't worried about no stats. No time to compete with so-and-so. No time to compete with so-and-so. I ain't got a brag when I'm in my bag. No, no, no. Been through a lot, don't know the half. No, no, no. When I'm on drive, never lose control. Hand on the game, never lose control. It ain't my fault that I'm in control. When I'm on drive, never lose control.
Yeah, I hope you ready for the comeback. Steve Nash, I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. Yeah, yeah, I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you ready for the, yeah, I see it's time. Press play on the tape, no rewind. No delay, put it all on the line. Only going up, ain't no room for the climb. Meet me at the top, or you won't ever see me. I'm making dreams come true like a genie. I'm making moves soon, you gon' have to king me. Checkmate, crown, you gon' have to bring me. Ain't no other way. Up next, then I'm putting you away. Yeah, maybe another day. Give me the trophy, I'ma put it on display. Hope you ready for the comeback. Steve Nash, I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. Yeah, yeah, I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you ready for the
March, I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. Yeah, yeah. I think it's time for the comeback. Yeah, I hope you're ready for the comeback. I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you're ready for the comeback.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see no competition. I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try and win. I don't see no competition. I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try and win. Ooh, what you talking about? Try to block it, had to find another route. Bounce back, had to counsel a lot of doubters. Champion taking champagne showers, oh my. And they wish that they could live it. 6 rings, boy, they wish that they could win them. 6 rings, boy, they sweating trying to get them. About to take it all the way up to the max, so you know, here I am. Yeah, I don't see no competition. I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try and win. I don't see no competition. I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try and win. Knock, knock, coming in, here I am. Chop, chop, time to come up off the land. I don't think there's no more room up at the top, but we got plenty of room for you to watch. Feature and I make it back home by dinner. Money cover more miles than a sprinter. Yeah, what you think I'm a beginner? Nah, I ain't no beginner. Ooh, that's what they be saying when I move. I don't really think that we can lose. Ain't nobody else up in my view. No, in my view. Yeah. I don't see no competition. I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try and win. I don't see no competition. I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try and win. You on the wrong side if you try and win. You on the wrong side if you try and win.
Yeah. Look, tell a man no trouble. I don't want beef, man. I just want vibes. Big man like me, no need for the telephone hype. I got too much getting online. One rule, then I'm on site. Wrong move, I bet they gon' ride. No need for the telephone hype, nah. No need for the snoozing. Big whip outside, I'm cruising. Big stick inside, no losing. Better watch out for the snake and Judas. Don't ask them who this is. I bet they know what I'm moving in. I bet I show it into a dim. How you hate and then lose again? How you hating my vibes? Why you wasting my time? Getting hype on my line. Tell a man I don't want feedback, I just want relax. Brand new whip, two-tone, I need that brand new hit. You know, like lean back, brand new bits I live in. We pack, man, you never gon' like us. Get them on sight now, let them on light. That way they know I'm all righteous. Look at my life, I'm living alright. I'm nice, you know I'm alright. Cause looking like Christ, no need for the hype or fight or telephone vipers. No need for the telephone vipers. No need for the liars. I don't watch your moves or priors. I got much to do, I'm biased. Big bosses move in silence, watch it. No need for the liars. I don't watch your moves or priors. I got much to do, I'm biased. Big bosses move in silence. Yeah, me, I'm moving quiet. Ask me, I need me an island. New watch is perfect timing. No need for the surface shining. Ask me, I need me a few. I need me an island, I'm keeping it true. The man, I'm a wild, I'm keeping it cool. No need for the telephone hype from you. Yeah, tell a man no trouble. I don't want beef, man. I just want vibes.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Asus Republic of Gamers, DHL, US Air Force, 1xBet, Monster Energy, and Gaming Malta.
Making magic when they need
Welcome to the beautiful blue waters of Malta for another day of Counter-Strike here in ESL Pro League. Group D, of course, it's our 4th week of action and we are just getting started here. We are heading towards the mid-bracket today after many games yesterday, and the week is only really beginning. Lots of upsets, and that means that things are only going to get really difficult for many of these teams as they get lower and lower in this bracket. Hawker, we had a big day of action yesterday.
We did. A lot of CS going down, a lot of surprising results. And I think this group is now going to be really, really interesting. There's a lot of stuff going down here. I think some teams are going to be very scared if you go down to that middle and lower bracket. There are some very good teams down there now.
Indeed, this is how things were looking at the beginning of the day yesterday, but the drama happened very quickly indeed. ATK taking ENCE to 3 maps, Rare Atom with a huge upset over Team Liquid. Team Spirit wasn't an upset versus Astralis, maybe some EU West bias there, if you will. Forza versus Na'Vi certainly was, though. Things are looking very spicy indeed. ENCE and Forza move forward. They're qualified already, but what about the rest of them? Who's looking for more action in the mid-bracket after what we've seen already? Let's have a look and find out. Team Liquid will be facing ATK to find out who goes up against Team Spirit. Astralis and Na'Vi. That's going to be a big match to see who faces Rare Atom. Imagine that. Imagine being Rare Atom and like, oh, let's see who makes it, who survives and faces us later on as Astralis and Na'Vi. Our match today is going to be Liquid versus ATK. This is a hell of a bracket. This has got to be the most interesting mid-bracket we've seen so far.
Yeah, this is crazy because there's only 2 spots for the teams in the mid and the lower bracket. So you've already got Liquid and Na'Vi down here. Those have got to be the 2 teams on paper that are favored. See some of the results that went down earlier today. And indeed, that Astralis Na'Vi game will be over on the A stream to see who goes up against Rare Atom. But yeah, man, it's tough for these teams down in the mid bracket because you've got Liquid and Na'Vi here. You've got you basically have to beat one of those unless someone else beats them for you. So a lot of pressure on these teams now in this position. There are no easy games at this point, clearly, in this group.
Yeah, that mid-bracket is looking super juicy indeed. So as you can see, the A-Streams had 2 matches already included in that bracket, and the next one is coming up very soon. So some quite interesting matches coming up on both streams then. But Liquid losing to Rare Atom is a bit of a shocker, and they're surely going to want to put things right today. Let's have a look at these rosters and see who is going up against whom. Liquid and ATK. We saw lots of ATK on the B stream yesterday. Do you think they could take Liquid to a 3rd map, or maybe worse, Hawker?
Oh, I kind of doubt it. I feel like that game against ENCE themselves kind of said they made a few mistakes against ATK. They weren't happy with how they played. The thing is with Liquid, I mean, I'm just assuming that loss against Rare Atom was a one-off and they just did not wake up in that series, because they should have players just individually that should be able to win single-handedly against a team like ATK.
Fellow keyboard enjoyer Elige will be looking to right the ship. Have a look at his monitor compared to all the other... I've not often seen it from that angle, but you can see it's pretty far away versus everybody else. That's quite interesting. We'll have to ask him about that maybe if they are to be successful today. Otherwise, perhaps we'll never know. In the meantime, things are quite reasonably lined up on the ATK side. Had a lot of action, a lot of experience yesterday that they can take into today's action. We can see the Veto, Mirage, Overpass, and Inferno.
Okay.
So a more classic lineup of maps.
And Liquid picked the Overpass yesterday against Rare Atom and lost it 16-3. So I think they're basically saying, you know what, we do think that was a one-off. We're still confident in our maps. Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure Elige was one of the first players that took setting up really seriously. Like, I feel like he measures the monitor the same distance every time. He's a nerd with all that stuff. I love it.
Yeah, it makes sense to do that. It's good to be consistent. You know, plenty of people who have been to LAN know how comfortable things can be at home. But then things just feel a bit off when you go to LAN, and these guys travel so much that it does make sense to do things like that. But more discussion about that later. First, we're going to head to a break. We shall see you on the other side.
love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Dallas, we're back. Counter-Strike is in our DNA. It always has been, and it always will be. And now we are once more returning to where it all began.
Stop like matches. Put that heat up on your chest and colorize your passion. She in love with how my diamonds look, they gotta dance. You know I can't never lose, I'll put my team up in that man. Yeah. I've been going hard in the paint. I've been in the gym every day. Whole lot of wins on the way. Lost up, feeling like I can't lose. Pulling up and I don't hesitate. Gotta make a move, make a play. We don't fall off, levitate. Lost up, feeling like I can't lose. I've been running up the play through the back door. Feel like Shaq when he snapping, broke the backboard. Work hard, play hard, yeah, we been there. I was down for a minute, got my leg back. Give me the game, I got plenty, give me a wave. Triple the stakes, told him I don't never play. I mean, Roof Chris, told him we was too lit. Give me the toothpick, picking out the players, Told him I wasn't even levels, it was layers, I can tell the way you talk that you a hater. You ain't never made a play with the guys. I've been in my own lane, made a wave on a high tide. I've been going hard in the paint. I've been in the gym every day. Whole lot of wins on the way. Lost up, feeling like I can't lose. Pulling up and I don't hesitate. Gotta make a move, make a play. We don't fall off, levitate. Bossed up, feeling like I can't lose.
I'm such a weirdo, tattoos from my toes to my earlobes. Was a role model, I never had a hero. I learned how to live through the stereo. Coming from where I come from, the inferior. Everything you see ain't what it appears though. Everything that I built, made that from zero, then added a zero. I am my hero. You couldn't imagine what it's like in my mind. It's beauty and catastrophe at the same time. Remember they laughed at me when it was game time. Now I know that they mad at me, I'm what you can't find. I'm not from the day, I come alive at night. I'm not what you used to, couldn't recognize. They all on the ground while I'm taking flight. And you're welcome to join me, I promise I won't bite.
Things they say, they're never getting in my way. And even if I make mistakes, I will always season through. Cause I don't wanna play your game. I had enough, I'm burning up so hot I just break your chain. You can never stop what's building up inside of me.
And we are back. Mirage, I love me some Mirage. I don't know about you, Orca. Some people are like all hating on it, but I never get bored of Mirage. One of the most goated maps we've ever had in the map pool. Continues to be, as far as I am concerned.
Hell yeah, I agree, man. I will never understand people that hate Mirage. Like, if it got really stale and it was just the same stuff always, I would understand. But there's so many different ways to approach the map, and you also just get so many post plants. I feel like you get a lot of cool clutch rounds on this map. I'm a Mirage enjoyer personally, so I'm right there with you, James. I think it's just the best version of this sort of map, where you can play loose, you can play with your individual skill, and we'll see if that is going to help Liquid in this one. It is ATK's map pick, and they're going to start with a couple of pieces of utility and a run boost out mid. Oh.
Nice opening from OC. I was recently watching James' video about tips to get global and level 10 on Face It and so on, and he expresses how important the pistol rounds are, because they're basically worth 3 rounds. We'll see if that will be true for whoever wins this one. 80k on the back foot at the moment. Elige playing anti-flash in case of a push towards CT, it looks like. Now creeping forward as the bomb is planted. Lost his dual by connector. Elige starting to wonder now as Nitro takes the lead. There go the flashes. There go Nitro. Things are turning into ATK's favour. As I say that though, Swisher will be lost. 2 on 3 now for ATK. DJ down to 7 HP. Casanito trying to find Yakindar on shore. He'll be able to do that. There goes Elige as well. OC trying to defuse in the smoke. He'll also be denied. Casanito with a very fast clutch in the pistol.
Really well done by Casanito there, because ATK were looking like they might be in trouble. As soon as Liquid got on towards that bomb, you never know if it's going to be a fake. You have to desperately try and spam towards it. But Casanito just got those kills so quickly, it made it much more comfortable for him to be able to spam on towards that smoke. Had a really nice start for ATK in this one. They'll take the pistol. They'll put Liquid down to pistols in this round. I think it goes without saying, this is a must-win for Team Liquid. They should be heavy, heavy favorites in this matchup. But there's also maybe a bit of pressure on them. Going down into the mid-bracket so early, you only get 1 day to try and figure things out, figure out what went so wrong for you. And who knows, if ATK start to get out to an early lead, maybe Liquid do start to feel the pressure just a little.
Again, a great measure of anti-force buy protocol for ATK. Perhaps a tougher test with Team Liquid against them. Yakindar slowly creeps forward. The crab walk will be punished though by Casanito. Team Liquid now looking to make plays on the ramp. But ATK seems to be positioned well. They're avoiding the threats that Team Liquid are trying to throw their way. Mistim has been lost now, but DJ's going to have an angle on these guys. Naf's looking for it, and now things are getting a bit hairy for ATK in all the wrong ways.
At least they are going to get that bomb down on B. Much harder to retake this bomb site. Ooh, you don't want to give away the fights too easily, though.
There isn't a kit for Liquid, but there is a smoke on OC, which could cause some problems. Elige has been lost. Naf on the way, though. Got to be real careful about these peaks. You can see Team Liquid just waiting for the curiosity, but as those numbers change, there's an instant retraction from the remainder of Team Liquid. That rifle could be useful. They can give the CZ to another player. They'll basically have 3 guns for an eco round if they can hold on to what these 2 players currently have. If ATK go further, then the market position, and who knows if they get a rifle from this. Either way, Team Liquid always going to be dangerous in a force buy round, but ATK survives the test.
Yeah, and it ends up being thanks to the call more than anything. I believe Mistim is the in-game leader from ATK, based on what I've been able to gather. And he was the player at ramp that spotted some of that early CT aggression. So I think as soon as they saw that, made it a little easier to commit over towards B short into that B site. And even with a couple of nice shots being landed, Liquid can't get back into B. So solid stuff from ATK there, despite the danger that that round posed. This round also has some punch behind it, some weight behind it for Liquid. As you said, a couple of guns saved, and 1 extra pistol bought into this one. Looks like ATK are very happy to set a slow pace early. I say, Casanito has looked very crisp to start this series. Always really nice when you have a player looking that good early on. Here comes this B split again. Naf on the site will fall early.
Nitro's got some work to do. Is anybody going to check for this? Looking for DJ, but maybe a bit cold at the beginning of this game of Mirage. The tracking there wasn't exactly Quake tier, let's say. OC will look to do what he can with this Desert Eagle, but he is the main danger in this one. Call him Walter, if you will. ATK with a 3-0 start then on Mirage. Fantastic work for them. OC really trying to maim the coffers of ATK. done quite a reasonable job in that respect, but it will be their big buy round coming out now for Team Liquid.
This is what they saved for. AWP out for OC. Rifles across the board. Interesting they don't pick up a single kit on the Team Liquid side. You know, if Elige decided to go without a flash, for example, could have got the kit. Same for Yakinda. But they focus the utility instead. So we're going to have to make sure they don't let that bomb go down too quickly. Mid control looks good early in this one. Yakinda flashed into mid, but only able to go 1-for-1. Naf trying to follow up, but Casanito continues his fine form. Turned into a 3v3.
Boden's got a very nice lineup. Elige might find himself in trouble soon if he's not careful. Tagged through the corner of the wall. Lucky to escape with that one. He's got so much util as well. That can really be handy as he tries to defend the B-bomb site. Nitro making a forward play now. He will hear those grenades being deployed from top mid. Once it lands though, not much of a mystery as to where it came from. Now we can see the B-bomb site is being pushed. Elise has been finished off. OC has much work to do. Looking towards short, drops the bomb, buys some time for Nitro to come in for that flank as well. How do they get the bomb to the bomb site now? That is the big question. That was their last pieces of utility, and Boden still needs to make his way. Twitch is going to peek out first. OC still alive. You can see Nitro has to walk so as not to give the game away. But OC also needs to stay alive as well. Will they have tunnel vision? We can see Swish has been boosted up on default. That could be a very good play indeed. It's going to be hard for Nitro to solve that one in the short term. Creeping forward, Boden below him. He still hasn't made a sound just yet, Nitro. There's the first player. Now, where is Swisher? Did he see the barrel of the gun? Doesn't matter, he gets there before Swisher's spray does. And Liquid find their first round.
Nice patience there from Nitro. I think Liquid doing a good job at realizing they need a little bit of aggression in the 3v3. They're so spread apart from each other that it is hard to work together in those 3v3s as the CTs. Elige going aggressive into the apartments did surprise me slightly, but OC makes up for it somewhat. Nice shot to bring it back to even numbers. And then Nitro's flank eventually arrives, and Swisher will be kicking himself. Should have had that trade kill onto Nitro. Fair play to Nitro, keeps his cool. And Liquid get themselves on the board, and now ATK might switch up the pace here towards the A-bomb site.
Looking for a fast burst, but how good are their flashbangs? Oh man, I think OC might have hit two there. Swisher on 17 HP. This is a shooting gallery for Team Liquid. The perfect response. OC, one shot, one kill early on. That is great to see for Team Liquid. Sharp on a Deagle, sharp on the AWP as well. Put some respect on his name. You can see he went for those deep flashbangs, but they were unable to stop him. Lining up at the beginning. Big damage done with that first shot. Follow-up was fantastic as well. Barely got past the choke point. Only one made it to the site there.
Yeah, man, I'm a little surprised that he just didn't seem to get flashed at any point in that round. Maybe ATK need to work on some of those lineups slightly. I don't think they were throwing too many flashes. They were hoping it would be the pace more than anything. Yeah, I think those flashes were thrown a little more to the right side, and clearly OC able to clean up with ease. I think that is a good example of how maybe at the lower level, maybe in regional competition, you wouldn't have an AWP against you that just lands shots that consistently and just destroys you. But at this level, OC definitely able to shut that down. Unfortunately for ATK, the pace change doesn't pay off. And OC actually misses the first opportunity this time, but they quickly make up for it. Doesn't look like the Deags will get much going in this one.
I suppose the players and coach are not allowed to wear digital watches. I would imagine.
Yeah, probably not.
I noticed a lack of watch on Daps. I wanted to throw some shade, but maybe he's got like a Garmin or something. Who knows? You know, that's tolerable. I know you're not wearing a watch either, Hawker.
I've never. Well, I have.
You've got much to learn. It's fine.
Yeah, you know.
We know about you.
One day, one day.
Things have turned around pretty quickly then for ATK after that failed assault on the A-bomb site. DJ's always the last one. I feel sorry for him, you know. He's always the last guy, just like in the worst situation all the time. Mr. along with Swisher yesterday was running really hot. They were easily the most important fraggers for the squad, but he hasn't had the best start so far. Just the 1 kill for him and 0 for Bowden. Considering how ATK started this one, that is somewhat surprising, but it is still a little early. So Nitro not looking too sharp with the Galil, but he's got 5 kills on the board. Only behind OC, who has 11.
Double up setup out for Liquid. Naf, definitely a very capable secondary AWPer. Oh, that's a nice nade into top mid. Missed him. Unable to do anything in this round. And now Swisher could also be in trouble. The aggression from Liquid is devastating. Finally, Swisher fights back. But surely it's too little too late in this round. Maybe not, though, because DJ's got another kill. Oh, Alicia sneaking up on Swisher, though. That's going to be a freebie for Alicia. And it's DJ in a clutch again.
They have an idea of where he is because OC was rotating out of the underpass and got picked off by DJ. I think that engagement between Alicia and Swisher was really important for who holds the reins in this one. Nitro ready to double swing with Alicia if need be. Maybe Alicia pop out when Nitro plays contact then, but that will allow the bomb to be collected. Can't stay here for too long. 35 seconds remain.
Oh.
He's trying to bait a peek.
I guess.
He absolutely wants this kill. There's another smoke.
Mate.
But you know you must know 2 of the 3 players are there, so you've got a 1v1 if you just book it to one of the bomb sites here. He'll be heading towards B. Walking, but 15 seconds. You've got to take a gamble here. Unless he's looking to save, they're going to rotate to the bomb site, so it seems that he will opt for the save after all. But, yeah, if that is being smoked off, then maybe that second player in mid rotates. Either way, he's chosen to hold on to the rifle. And that will be the hero rifle in this round. Very awkward position towards top mid. And again, if Swisher wins that duel with Alicia, then who knows what happens. But here we are.
Yeah, it's some pretty good mid-aggression there from Liquid. I think you could see ATK just not ready for how many players were coming into that top mid area. And also just getting that utility to get you a pick early on. Definitely made a big difference in the trades. Now we get the timeout from ATK. Can't really buy behind DJ in this one.
I wanted him to go for I wanted to see the clutch attempt there. Of course,
yeah,
we have all the info, so it's easy to say. And I'm not saying that he did anything wrong. All I'm saying is I want to see him send it for the clutch in that scenario. But there we are. Very bizarre round indeed.
Send it in this round, I think, to the B site.
They've got some util. So Switch is going to give the footsteps of one player at the very least. Naf falling back now. Alicia's blind, and these change flashes are working. Swisher with 2. The clutch man again for ATK. Puts them in a very strong position. Do Team Liquid even follow in after this? They're going to need to be given something, surely. Otherwise, they're going to lose everything in this round.
Oh, that looked very awkward for Liquid. Alicia commits in towards short. Maybe not realizing how quickly they can get there. Maybe he thought he could get to cover. But some solid flashes. He's caught in the open. And then Naf almost looked like he was caught in 2 minds there. I think he was trying to fall back, but started to realize, oh, damn, actually, I'm going to have to fight with the P250. This looked like the decision-making was slightly off there for Team Liquid, and ATK will take that. And yeah, I've got to say, I've been pretty impressed with Swisher throughout the series we've seen so far. I feel like when he's getting kills, they're normally pretty big impact. That's definitely a great example of it.
Look at the movement of that. You have to respect that. With the Tech 9 doing what needs to be done, shut down that round. Maybe that saved AK, gave them the encouragement to go for the aggressive play, but you also have to credit the chain flashes they set up for ATK to leave Liquid in no man's land completely blind and enabling Swisher to find those frags.
Yeah.
Nicely done by ATK.
Yeah, I think Swisher beat the Molly in the apartments, which was a big reason why maybe the timing was just unexpected. I think he was a second or two faster than they expected him to be. Now it's a fake on this A play. Mistum is going to try and sell this hook, line, and sinker while the bomb goes back elsewhere.
Naf's going to be super important. He's got so much to do here. Outrageous plays from Naf. He's got all three alone and the bomb. Exactly what Team Liquid needed here. All of a sudden, things are collapsing for ATK. How on earth did Naf get 3 frags and the bomb in that scenario? He must have caught them at the most awkward timing. Creeping around now. The AWP is here. He's got the flicks as well. Back to double orbs for Team Liquid. And again, DJ has no one on the radio in a 1 versus 4.
So hard to be that lurking player in rounds like these. Ooh, OC might get caught. Never mind. Able to recover and able to get his 13th frag on the board. I think that's a pretty good call from ATK, honestly. They kind of baited Naf into that top mid aggression where he should have been traded. It's just an unreal overperformance from Naf that completely throws the round off kilter. Again, ATK not too happy with the outcome of that round in the end there. But nice to see Naf on the board. He'd had a very quiet map up until that point. I think we are slowly starting to see the stars show up for Team Liquid.
Okay, gun out. Gun out. They all had the guns out. He managed to get... He kind of got 3 1v1s there. Obviously, the third frag was very quick after the second one. But he managed to get isolated fights with the jiggling. So I was thinking, did they have grenades out or something? Did he just catch them like looking for a lineup or whatever? But just had very efficient engagements, did Naf. So they were unable to work together. That third one was especially juicy, though. Yakindar will be getting aggressive once again. Did he see the barrel of the gun? He can see the gun. He can, oh, man. He saw the gun poking out, but Swisher is ready to frag versus Liquid.
I thought that nade had Swisher dead to rights, but he survives on 2 health. Now OC. Wow, I thought he was going to win that fight, but DJ comes out on top. Now Nitro is in a world of trouble on this A-bomb site. Space is a little awkward here. Missed him alone, so Nitro able to get the first frag, and that molly hasn't actually spread down below. So Nitro can survive on this A-bomb site. The issue for Liquid is they only have 3 CTs up, so they've rotated towards A, and they've left that B bomb site wide open. And again, it's a good call from ATK. They figured this one out.
Very good spatial awareness from ATK, but a job isn't done yet. Swisher's got 2 HP. 10 frags for him while Bowden's still looking for his first. Don't think they'll be in a position to switch weapons. Maybe Swisher will be fine with his AK. Now that is a very good lineup. I need to learn that one. Making a video of that later on. Team Liquid then off to save once more. 2 plays lost and no position on B. Means that they will disengage. Now, maybe this encourages ATK to keep peppering that B bomb site if they can get those 2 first frags and keep the numbers reasonable. And maybe Team Liquid continue to shy away from the low percentage retake attempts.
Yeah, this is a round that honestly felt like Liquid got some advantageous fights, in my opinion. I feel like Yakindar probably had the slight edge in that fight against Swisher. You know, if you run it 100 times, I'd say Yakindar wins maybe 60% of them. And then OC losing out to DJ, that was a real surprise. Just looked like OC didn't respond. I thought he had that all day long, but not meant to be. And then once ATK get the early trades, they're figuring out where the weak spot will be on the map. Their cooling in the mid-round has been really solid here on the ATK side, which deserves a lot of credit, because oftentimes that's what underdog teams can struggle with. Still plenty of cash for Team Liquid as they keep saving guns. So it's not going to get any easier for ATK.
I love how competitive this is so far. ATK is a name that's been around for a while. This is a different roster to the one we have seen of old. The one they kind of made their name with. They took Ents to 3 maps and they're fighting Liquid. 5 rounds on a T-side of Mirage out of 10 so far. Not too shabby at all, especially considering how aggressive Liquid have been here. Yakindar's been very important in this mid position. He's going to spot Mr. There will be no trade just yet, but Elige will get popped by Casanito. That's a great way to respond. 35 seconds and things are speeding up now as ATK drop Nitro as well. Yakindar still defending, running out of bullets though. Will he be pushed? You can see trying to block in the smoke. Has to escape and get that reload in. But they still need to push aside. They need to breach somewhere, ATK. With 20 seconds on this clock, things are getting more urgent. Yakindar still a problem. Dealing with Swiss Shard, takes 2 from Connector as well. Bowden with a massive whiff, still looking for his first, and it won't come in this round. Yakindar shuts it down in Connector with an ace.
Big hold from Yakindar. But I feel like that's the first round where we absolutely saw ATK get flustered, which is surprising because they got a couple of kills on mid. They got into an advantageous position again, but I'm pretty sure it was a T-molly thrown into window that Swisher ended up standing in, which made things very awkward. And even if that wasn't the case, just the pushing Connector, the trades never allowed. You could see it was kind of a Hail Mary at the end of the round, and here's Yakindar going aggressive again. Oh, and Casanito taking massive damage in the apartments.
No one's checked yet. Swish is holding the off angle though. Will Yakindar be ready for it? That's a very nice angle for Yakindar. He's just doing whatever he wants in mid and around it. He brought great experience to Team Liquid. Great contrast in styles from his former team. Bowden will finally make his way to the scoreboard. With the AWP, I'm sure life will be easier in the second half, but you still need to have impact if you can in these last rounds of the first. 4-on-4 as Naf lines up a safe smoke for apartments. Again, ATK not shy for a slow process. 50 seconds as the bomb is collected by Bowden.
Naf repositioning over towards short. Pretty good position to dodge any nades. There aren't even any flashes for ATK though. Molly will go into Van, and that might start to give the game away here. Elige and Naf could combine on this short side. Oh, but DJ wins that first fight. Naf needs to hold, and he's only able to get one. ATK with some excellent trades. And OC still having a look here, but it's a 1v3 that's so unlikely. Commits to the bomb site, plants the shot, but instant trade from Casanito. ATK winning a couple of really impressive fights there to come out on top in that one.
Not easy at all. Great entry from DJ on a short position. OC was spotted by Bowden just as he left the window. He did not have the element of surprise he thought he might have had there. So they position quickly for the post plant. As soon as he fires, punished during the cooldown. And ATK find their 6. And they really had to fight tooth and nail for that one. And again, as a heavy underdog in surely all these matches in the bracket, for the most part, they are really overperforming from what I would imagine people's expectations are. And that's fantastic to see. Sending it into the A-bomb site now, but it's OC's turn from multi-frag. Spotted a third play there as well. Bowden's moving through with the bomb. We have some big problems for ATK in round 13.
Yeah, they've been stalled entirely. They might give up on this A play, but in a 3v5, coming back into this round won't be easy. At least Elige is traded in his position, and another entry from Casanito. The issue is the rotate is here, so it's not like those 2 kills get you the bomb site. Liquid are playing pretty passive now, though. After giving up a couple of fights, Casanito might try and take advantage of that from his advanced position. Oh, nice angle from Naf, though. Maybe didn't expect the AWP to be there because they'd already seen OC with the rifle. And Yakinda able to seal the deal. Well, scary for a second, but Liquid able to hold on.
Nightmare for Bowden continues in this half. It's an expensive gun with minimal impact. But still, ATK have 6 rounds from 13 in this half. Very impressed with the progress so far. If you're a Liquid fan, let me know on Twitter if you're concerned.
They're trying this B site again. This worked previously for them.
Looks like they might be Naf blind, but still delivers, delays. More mollies below the window from his teammates. Elish comes through. And they will secure that round. Reminiscent of the defense on A. Obviously, that was mostly OC. But in how strong it felt. How the unit works together there. Support coming through. I think it was Elish who threw the molly under the window, which allows Naf to fall further back. Change the setup. Looking strong as they move into the last round of the first half. Same could not be said for ATK, though. Pistols and a scout in round 15.
Yeah, they chose to fully force in that previous round. And the downside of that is when you get shut down like that, you're going to have another force buy into the last round of this first half. So falling away from them slightly here at the end of this first half. See, though, maybe the Thieves and the Scouts can cause a ruckus. Not looking likely, though, as OC's got the AWP and challenging him. Well, it didn't look great until Swisher landed that stunning shot, and another one from Swisher.
Swisher is just a highlight reel this week on Group D. Determined to make a name for himself, it seems. He already had one, but it's definitely growing. The lore for Swisher against Team Liquid, causing some pain. Liquid will be feeling vulnerable now in a 3v3 situation with a minute on the clock. We can see Nitro's having to be proactive once again, look for information. Coming back towards the ramp now as his teammates being smoked off. Casanito dealt with, but Swish is still lurking somewhere. Nitro's in a very strong spot as DJ looks to plant the bomb. Much harder for Swisher now, who's found his third. Needs an ace with 32 seconds on the clock. He's gonna bait Naf, isn't he? He's gonna bait, scopes in. Quick jiggle. Nitro can crab walk and hide his head as he moves along that wall, closing the distance now. And they were asking too much of Swisher, who did his very best, but it will be 9 rounds at halftime for Team Liquid. ATK, though, are definitely in this fight.
On the wave, I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pines ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Times money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. He be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pines ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Times money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. Fake clothes, same watch, fake crep, same fuck, fake squad, same lots, but flop ain't what I'm on. Aim up, don't stop, we beat leveling. Proceeds increase heavily. Don't need this man's energy. I be the one, beat the one. I don't make a song to make a song. And the vibe is right. The mic will let me onto the sounds. I light a pie and spit the strong in the line. And pick me first before I'm gone. I ain't straight sicker with the wordplay. Syllables spin. I don't fidget when I burst straight. Minimal talk when I work late. Fuck what you think by my work rate. Celebrate wins like a birthday. This is 3-6. Got a mean list of the tracks. You man busy sleeping when I brainstorm as a plan. Linked handy on the underground. I don't even have to ask. Miss laughing with my brother now. I ain't talking about Dan. Catch up when he lands. Snapshot with a fam. KL did a madness. Back soon going ham. Come see how we ride out. Short the jam. He be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pines ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Times money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th. He be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Pines ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what a waste. Times money, money pays. You ain't ready for the 8th. She ain't ready for the 8th.
I don't see no competition. I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try and win. I don't see no competition. I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try and win. Ooh, what you talking about? Try to block it, had to find another route. Bounce back, had to counsel a lot of doubters. Champion taking champagne showers, oh my. And they wish that they could live it. 6 rings, boy, they wish that they could win them. 6 rings, boy, they sweating trying to get them. About to take it all the way up to the max, so you know. Here I am. The team doesn't betray him this time.
Every time this music plays, I feel like I'm going to get a Thai massage. It's so distracting. But let's focus on the action. Team Liquid moved to the T side with 9 rounds from their CT side. Swisher is going on like he's Megatron with a cannon for an arm, fragging round after round. Even in that last one with the Deagle and the Scout, almost made it doable with insurmountable odds. The second pistol round will be crucial. ATK won the first. They started 3-0. Can they win the CT one as well?
All about the B play for Liquid by the looks of things. They have 3 flashes, so they could try and time those and chain them like they got chain flashed in the first half. Bodemaster spots them, instantly falls back. Swish is boosted again. He was in this position previously, and he just unloads onto the first man, and now they know where he is. They will trade him, and this looks good for Liquid.
Promising start, certainly. Casanito still got 2 pistols in his hand, so as he comes in from short, but he's taken too many pieces of lead to the face. And that leaves DJ, of course, as is standard. This is the part of the tragic poem then, where DJ is the last man standing. His armor has taken some damage as well. He may have been considering a cheap helmet with perfect armor, but that will be denied also. Running out of bullets, running out of time. Team Liquid then will take the pistol and move to 10.
Nice fast B play. Keeping it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Sometimes that's the way to go. Kindle wrapping around there. That was the kill that really confirmed it. And I think we're starting to see the star riflers show up. Naf's had a couple of rounds. Yakinda has been delivering. Always nice to see OC at top of the board, though. I know some people are uncertain about how they feel about him as the AWPer on this team. Like he's doing a pretty decent job.
I feel like it's because he doesn't have the name value that other people have. So I think there are biases with the history we have in Counter-Strike. That pistol round reminded me of a pistol round from years ago I made a video of, which I want to say was Cloud9 versus Ninjas in Pajamas, where Cloud9 were on the CT side. I don't know if I think it was maybe Tarek who jumped to the apartment and Skadoodle was holding pop flashes. So as you saw a CT peek on the balcony there, these pop flashes came in and they were so blind, they were running into walls, they didn't know what was going on. They got absolutely mauled. I'm going to try and find a video while you commentate everything that happens, because
hell yeah.
I think that people should be using it. I feel like it's time to cycle it back into the meta.
You know, Tarek and Skadoodle were playing some pugs last night in
really?
CS. I think they were playing with XQC on the stream. Having a good time. I think Shroud was in there too. Nice to see some of the boys coming back, maybe preparing themselves for potential updates. Won't say anything more than that. Ooh, that's a nice flash. That's what we like to see from ATK. And they are really fighting for this mid control. Swisher in from B short, gets one of his own. Liquid look like they just want to see if they can now go towards this B site because they've lost those early trades. Issue is Swisher has rotated back, but the MAC-10 wins that fight against him. And DJ as the anchor needs at least one here. Smoke keeps him alive. He will buy time for the rotate. He's just keeping the foothold in, but the molly alongside the spray deals with him. System still close by, damage being done, and Bodemaster moving in. Oh, he might deny this. Foot spotted, surely. There it is.
Now slow. Just one bullet might do it if he can find the angle, but he can't. Missed him then in a 1 versus 2 as Naf knows he is the bait. He must survive, he must stay alive. Missed him looking for the trade fragger, can't find an angle. Naf knows he must be on the way. There's the pre-fire, but OC is around the corner. No kit for Missed him, he needs OC to peek. Oh, he's found him with probably enough time. Or maybe not then. He's going to have to leg it, and it will be another round for Team Liquid. Can see the frustration in the body language. Close, but not quite.
I just wonder if Bodemaster could have tried to run in to deny the plant. That would have been so big. But unfortunately, lets it go down. And then Nav winning that fight against him. Such a surprise. I think he hit one shot, but Nav hit the headshot so quickly. Missed him in a tough clutch to win. Unfortunately, couldn't quite win the round for his team, even with the frags coming through. And it started well for ATK with that mid presence. They got up to a 4v3 on the initial trades, and this boost, I was going to say, should have been spotted by Yakindar. Now he knows that he's been dealt with. They double up on him.
Oh, that's a big flashbang. OC's in so much trouble. I don't know that Nitro can really dispose of that AWP on the ramp, and he's got Miston coming in for the flank as well. Oh, he's trying to dispose of it, but he will be the one put in the trash by Miston. That's the bomb collected as well. Naf coming through in the Palace. I don't know if he's been hurt. I feel like he must have with Bowden's position as well. We will see. DJ's on the way, so there'll be many angles for Naf to deal with. This is extremely awkward. Alish might be hurt by DJ. They're going to depend on Alish here, but DJ's looking in that direction now, not covered by Naf for the time being. Yeah. And he just gets one deeked immediately. Naf with 3 more to find, 40 seconds, drops a pop flash. That does half the work, actually. Now he's got an angle at the very least. Oh, the timing! Oh, there is. All right, then, he's still in this. He really worked hard for those isolated fights, but missed him, just about dodges the grenade and finishes off the work.
Yeah, I think Elige wasn't ready for that angle because Naf was kind of looking towards that area of the map, but couldn't quite see DJ, who landed a nice 1 deke. And so ATK making Liquid think here, forcing the timeout out of Team Liquid. Gotta say, when I was watching XQC last night, he opened so many Bravo cases and got, I think it was literally all blues. It was so bad. He was opening so many of them. And I'm sitting there going like, these are like 40 quid each, right? These Bravo cases, every time. Oh, man.
He's got that internet money, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't actually feel bad. I was just imagining if I was doing that, I would feel bad. But he's fine. He's happy.
I opened 1 recently. And I did get a blue. Yeah, I got a blue.
Yeah, classic.
No, I think I opened 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I won't be doing any more. I need AWP money.
Indeed.
5-round lead for Team Liquid. Yeah, I'm Jame time. 5-round lead for Team Liquid. ATK finding themselves in a better situation on paper as far as weaponry goes, but we know what the numbers game, how dangerous it can be for a T side with the right weapons, and maybe Tech9s are those the right weapons. Swisher is here with Castanito, and so far they will deal with the insurgency very handily indeed. But Naf will look to do something about that, but Swisher has been hot all game and continues to be so. OC on the balcony. Here's the reload. Has an idea of where Swisher is, but there are more coming his way. Only Swisher required, though. 20 frags for Swisher, and we are nowhere near done just yet.
Yeah, we were impressed with OC earlier. Swisher's catching up to him, man. Love to see that. I think Casanito was just jumping into the wall, trying to somehow hope that he survived, thinking if he didn't look at them, they couldn't see him. It didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. He did enough alongside Swisher. Solid sight hold. And maybe this map could get close. Liquid's money is awful. Alicia's got the Deeg. He's currently bottom of the board for his team. Master bottom of the board overall. But now that he's got that AWP on CT side, maybe he'll start to deliver. Oh, we're going to see the run boost. Sanito, awkward timing. He's able to do pretty good damage. And maybe Alicia's Deeg will go into the hands of someone else here. He's down low.
ATK are threatening to catch up with Team Liquid in the first map of this series. Feels like they're in control. OC was instrumental on the CT side in some of the rounds Team Liquid have won. Will he be able to do the same on this side? See Bodenmaster playing the anti-Palace position with mixed results. No parkour for Elige. And only one player is lost for ATK. That is absolutely fine. Now, Boden will absolutely need to turn up in this half if ATK are to continue this catch-up. Can't go missing with the AWP. It's one thing to do it on the T side, but on the CT side, he must be ready. Sort of positioning was spotted there. He was trying to hide from Palace, looking towards the ramp. Still delivered the frag, but with the rifles coming out for Team Liquid, he will need to be sharp indeed.
Interesting, Elige goes without the helmet to get a smoke and a flash instead. So keep an eye on whether those M4s end up one-shotting him to the head. Couple of Galils in the mix as well to get the good utility on board for Team Liquid in this one. ATK have really put emphasis on this mid control throughout this CT half, and this time they've been able to hold on to it for free, but that means that A-bomb site might be vulnerable. Missed him as the anchor, has to deliver, but doesn't get anything. It's Casanito to trade instead. Finally, he goes down, but the rotate has arrived here, and DJ wins that all-important fight. He's been caught in the back, though, so it's into a 2-on-2. That bomb is still in an awkward position here. Oh, are they ready for Swisher? Oh, they are now.
2 HP. He'll have to fall back and play off of his teammate, and that's exactly what Team Liquid are wondering about. What angle is Boden going to be posted on?
Any nades?
Oh, he's really got to deliver now. That was the chance to make it 1v1. Yakinda moves towards CT, and that HE comes all too late. Molly as well. Oh, Swisher. Just a few too many sound cues. Rotation didn't come in fast enough. Boden had some chances, didn't take them. And with that, Liquid make it to 13.
Yeah, the trades were pretty decent from ATK. Unfortunately for Swisher, unable to confirm the kill on the flank. He did pretty decent damage onto Yakinda. Took him down to within one-shot range. But unfortunately, because Bodenmaster's alive with the AWP, he just never was able to really do what he needed to. Wasn't able to get the nade to land, missed his first opportunity. I think Bodenmaster will be a little frustrated with that, especially if you look back at the demo. It's a round that you definitely could have won, but they lose out in crunch time in that round. Still opportunities here for ATK, though. The money is fine for them. And there is the chance that they could try and cause some issues to Team Liquid's economy. You see the loss bonus at the top of your screen. If Liquid were to lose the round, they would only get $1,900. So if ATK win this one, they could reset their opponents again. Let's see if they do fight for this mid control once more. The boost is in play. The flash is good, and Bodenmaster able to establish himself on the angle. Nice to see that AWP getting involved early.
It's a big scalp to take at the beginning of the round. Remainder of Team Liquid heading towards A then. Exchange of utility on from the CTs. To try and keep control. Boden's in connector with an AWP, and you can see they're going to need a little rotation towards that A bomb site as they have a crossfire set up in mid. Casinito has a flash. He can actually flash the A bomb site from mid. But he's going for the flank, so he's leaving only 2 CTs to try and hold the bomb site. They're going to have to concede it entirely, surely, and go for the retake in this 5 versus 4.
Definitely a reasonable way to play, though. You've got the man advantage. You have a couple of kits. They just need to make sure they coordinate effectively on this retake. Oh, and that will work wonders for them. Casinito getting the early kill. More frags to follow. Nitro and Naf have it all to do here. Naf is already trying to reposition, so Nitro needs to buy time. That won't happen, and I think Naf will save.
That was an instant response from ATK. As soon as those grenades started sailing in, Casinito full sent it from mid through T-spawn to the ramp and got the opening frag as far as the retake was concerned. No answer to any of those kills from Team Liquid. And lead is starting to dwindle now as Boden with a great frag on a boosted OC. Casinito on the flank during the retake. Handily dealing with all of these Liquid players.
Yeah, man. That looked so composed from ATK on the retake. Love that. Didn't get flustered at all. And now the buy from Liquid is awkward in this one. They also just threw a molly into the back of the Liege. That won't help.
Oh, Swisher off the diving board then. And Liege tries. Oh, no! That is a big, big frag. That changes everything. DJ on an island now on this B bomb site. Must deliver. Actually, Boden's around the corner as well. That leaves OC in situ as Elish has plenty of time to use this rifle. OC running distraction, maybe giving ATK tunnel vision now to 2 versus 2. They've got to know that Elish is lurking somewhere. But do they focus on OC in the meantime? We can see Boden is creeping, but how awkward is this engagement? That could have gone either way, absolutely. Missed him with a great angle, and they will stabilize. Extremely dangerous with those Tech 9 frags. We've seen a number of instrumental rounds, courtesy of a Tech 9, of course, the first half Swisher. But for Elish there, that could have been something as well.
Yeah, I was able to get that initial trade on towards the short player, and then the second shot was crazy. From the top rope, he lands below, ends up getting the kill, but it's not enough. It's a solid hold. And Bodenmaster might not be having his best game here, but he's just putting together a couple of key kills in recent rounds that are helping his team win these rounds. And that's all you need sometimes. If you're not having your best game, just try and have impact where you can. See this lurk smoke from Liquid. Can be very easy to pop through that. That's exactly what they will do. Missed him, dodging the flashes so well, and they don't even try and trade Naf.
They're in an awful position. It is horrible to swing that angle, but they will make it work eventually. Kindar still with the Desert Eagle. That might be enough. HE's towards the ram. That's a hell of a grenade from Swisher. No one there to receive it.
Work on the map, man.
Yeah, that's
classic VP stuff.
Indeed it is, but looks like he's going towards CT spawn instead of that short position. ATK have been strong on the retake when they've had Team Liquid surrounded. But yeah, Kindar could have something to say about that. Creeping towards jungle, but nobody's there. Casinito on the ramp once again. The numbers start falling down now. Awkward for Boden, but he delivers. Yakindar versus 3. Oh, he's whiffed on Boden. He gets there eventually, but a bomb will be defused. Comes down to damage, but they've got good money, good enough. ATK. They've closed the gap to 1.
This is getting sketchy now for Team Liquid. Another timeout taken. You see Yakindar a little stressed right here. And ATK looking maybe a little more relaxed than you would expect, considering how close this game is. They've been the ones winning the rounds. They've been pretty damn good in these retakes, even when you feel like they might get stressed out. They're winning fights at the right times. You see Casanito there just getting the free kill onto OC behind, made a big difference. I think for ATK, you know, we've obviously got a pretty top-heavy scoreboard for them, with Swisher and Casanito up there. In the recent rounds, we're slowly getting just a little bit of impact from the other players. And that's all they're needing right now to win these rounds. And wow, it is a decent investment from Liquid. They've got a big losing bonus, so they can afford to do this. This round will be competitive.
You feel the urgency from Yakindar as he drops Casanito popping out of connector. Swisher trying to hold into that short position because he bonus with boosted up. Nitro spotted him. Not fancying any of that. Swisher had to be successful there. He'll get one, but traded instantly, and that changes everything. You can see Team Liquid, the comms are going towards that B bomb site now as Bowden takes a safer position. Wants to be able to be one and done. Get out of there if he can. Standing on the lip of the window now as Nitro continues to lurk. A lot of commotion in the apartments there, but no real map control for Team Liquid despite the advantages they have. So what exactly is the right decision? Very difficult to go fact-finding now. If they cut noise and hold, then they would hope that the CTs would be spread out, but there's only 3 of them anyway. DJ's concerned about potential flanks through mid, so he's got to stay a bit further away from Bowden. Even if Bowden gets one, he can't post up anywhere for a second one. He's just got to run and try and take a much safer position towards DJ, surely. Yakindar creeping forward. There's that first frag from Bowden. That's the all-important smoke to allow his teammates to rotate in, but he's blinded on fire! Not like this, Bowden! Surely not! DJ may be able to do something, though. He's still on the site. OC has an AWP gifted to him by Bowden in a 1 versus 2, and we know what OC's like in the clutch. He's only got 20 seconds, though. Can't hit a rotation of missed him just yet. DJ dancing, jiggling, trying to play for the plant. Down to the 1 versus 1. OC's read an apartments play. And the bomb is now planted. Advantage OC. Convinced Mistem's there. Perhaps he heard him when he was on the way. Oh, he's seen his backpack now, but he needs the front, not the back. Mistem is stuck. He's in a trap. Doesn't know it. There's the flick from OC. Disaster for ATK.
Oh, what a clutch from OC. That was a half buy for Team Liquid, but they're able to get the AWP off the hands of Bodenmaster. They get it into the hands of OC. I thought DJ had done enough with his couple of kills from the back of the bomb site while distraction was being run, but that's the shot that starts it off. He spots him out in the open. And then the second flick wasn't easy either. Clearly did not expect Mistem to peek back on that side, but landed a super solid shot. And for ATK, it does put them in that uncomfortable position where their money is awkward here.
What a disastrous situation for ATK. It was so awkward. That could not have been a more awkward situation. They don't know everybody stuck in the apartments, so DJ has to watch the flank. Bowden on the window alone versus everyone. He puts the smoke down, which is a normal smoke you put down to allow your teammates to rotate through the door with some cover. But if he goes all the way to the back of the bomb site, then it's going to be really hard for them to get back on into the site. As you saw from all the saves that Team Liquid did when they lost the B bomb site. Ends up blind in a Molotov, dropping an AWP to OC. It could not have gone worse for ATK on that bomb site. So difficult to make the right play, but that was probably one of the worst ones. I think the combo of the flash and the molly made it look real rough.
I just assumed that the pathing there would be, yeah, you get the shot, you put that smoke down, and you just fall back behind it. Because, as you were saying, as long as you survive there, DJ's in a pretty good position to help out. Sadly, it was not the way it ended up going. And now they need some heroics in this round. The utility is uncomfortable for ATK. Still got a good amount of weaponry out into this one, though. They've taken a big gamble, leaving Bodenmaster alone on B with that AWP. He can be posted up towards the apartments. The majority of the defenders stacked towards that A side of the map.
OC is a monster in the clutch, man. He is a monster in the clutch. I think he needs big plays at major for people to be like, all right, this is what this guy is about. That's where it needs to happen. Down goes Mr. ATK running out of steam at the worst. Oh, man. This is such a devastating situation for them. They've had a great game of Mirage. But to have their money broken in such a brutal fashion at this stage in the game is heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. It's not over yet, and a lot can happen with an AWP, but a lot hasn't happened with an AWP in this game specifically.
Ooh.
That's a lovely flick with Yakindar dancing through the market, but is it too little too late here? Perhaps it is. Game point for Liquid.
It has been a hard-fought map for them, but they are now in the best position possible to close it, as ATK's money is terrible into this round. These are not the rounds you practice for if you're ATK, but you've got to come up with something. And so they will take their final time out to try and figure out what they can do to make some magic happen here. And I think on the OC point, especially when he first joined the team, I really felt like he got just very little space on this roster because you've got three crazy good riflers. And especially someone like Yakindar obviously has a way he really wants to play. So I think Liquid is starting to realize they do need to give OC a little bit more responsibility. Allow him to make some plays of his own sometimes. It's really important you have that AWP presence. And he has been their best player on this map. He's done so much work for them. And here's that buy from ATK. Very, very poor for them. Let's see what they decide to do with it. You've got to take some risks to win a round like this. And they'll look for that mid control. And they can see mid's clear here. But I think Liquid might respond with a quick A play.
ATK need a miracle, and that might be the start of one. Bowden delivering the headshot to Elige. Keep the numbers up, swinging with the flashbang, trying to burst onto the side. So far, so good. Swarming all over the shop are ATK. But they still have the angles, Team Liquid. They're still better equipped. Julies and an MP9 versus an AWP and an AK-47. We already said how good OC is in the clutch. He's got Nitro as well. And they have a minute on the clock.
Ooh.
Fat flashbang. That DJ will eat. Was that from his teammate?
Yeah. I think he was hoping it would land a little shorter, maybe, so that it wouldn't blind him. But that kind of gives the game away slightly. You've heard the flash. Probably know that was set up for someone. I think Mistim is trying to reposition because of that. It's just so awkward for Liquid, though. How do you get that bomb down here? You feel so vulnerable on this A-bomb site.
Yeah, and we're based on where that flashbang came from, if they don't read this play, he might find himself with a rifle. Look at that X on the radar. He is very close to that. And there might be a toy waiting for him. Indeed, there is an AWP. He's playing a headshot angle towards the left-hand side, though. He knows it's awkward, so goes for the Julies once again. And now he is gone. DJ then in the clutch with no kit versus two players. He has half the information, but he really needs to get his skates on. But OC could be anywhere. He sees Nitro jump, but again, he's got no kit. He has to go quickly here. He's got to find that last player. I don't think he's got any idea where he might be, and OC will put him out of his misery. Liquid squeak past ATK after an enormous round on the B bomb site. That one's going to be heartbreaking for ATK. They'll take some deep breaths as they approach the second map. More discussion on this one after the break.
Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed in heaven. Got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're in hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention. So no, I can't miss that. Moving. MVP, I got the record. I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming. Had to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans. Partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking. Even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice. I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my big dog walking big talk. Young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship. I'm a jacket like Letterman. Y'all better not let them in. They gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling. Started a chain. The cycle is heaven sent. This is from God, but I'm not your reverend. Not in the pulpit. I'm a pit bull in this element. Yeah, said you gon' pull up then settle it. Yeah, I've been married to this hustle. This is my ring. Watch I step in it. Yeah, and I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch I touchdown. Pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed. The cut down is for us now. Have to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans. Partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking. Even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice. I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my
Yeah, I hope you ready for the comeback. Steve Nash, I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. Yeah, I think it's time for the comeback. The team doesn't betray him this time.
Very competitive game of Mirage came to a brutal end with a gifted AWP on the B bomb site. ATK fighting tooth and nail, but weren't able to fight all the way back as Liquid finished off the job on the A bomb site here in this last round of Mirage. That was I think ATK looked fantastic in that game though. What do you think, Hawker?
Yeah, there's a lot of promise on this roster. I'm really happy that they're getting this chance to show themselves and show some of the potential on these players. And you know, guys like, Casanito, for example, he's playing as a stand-in. He got a chance to show what he could do on this map. And then obviously we were talking about Swisher. So many impactful frags from him. So it's one of these scenarios where even if maybe the entire roster aren't able to get these upset wins right now, based on what we're seeing, there's clearly players with potential here, which is always great to see.
Absolutely, and I think that it's clear not everybody turned up on Mirage, and that's not a blame game. The point is, it was still a very close series despite that. We had some great confidence plays from ATK, but enough about them. Like Team Liquid, OC straight out of the gates, be it a Deagle, be it an AWP, he was on point. And again, a guy who doesn't get enough respect yet. I think he'll need a big moment at the biggest stage in Counter-Strike for that to happen. But in the meantime, he is so dangerous in the clutch. But there are so many plays to talk about from both sides here. The likes of Yakindar around connector in mid, so aggressive. Really felt like there was space given to him, and he tried to take it every single time. We saw those entries from Swisher with the Tech 9, which on the B bomb site, which set the pace earlier on. Like, really, credit to both squads for making a very competitive game of Mirage.
Yeah, and I also think the nice thing for ATK is I would say their calling was pretty damn solid throughout this map. There were maybe a couple of rounds where I wasn't sure if it was individuals making the round look a little awkward or what, but in terms of the overall macro of the rounds, there were quite a few rounds where they were able to find the weaker bomb site. There were quite a few rounds where they had some nice chain flashes to get them into B. So it looks like there's a little bit of depth in terms of strategy on ATK, which was nice to see. All in all, though, Liquid just started to shine through, and I think this clutch was the deciding moment. As soon as OC wins that 1v2, you felt like Liquid were probably going to get the win there, and they were able to shine on through.
Yeah, I think that the sheer timing of that clutch was unreal. 13-12 scoreline. Let's go to our aim high head-to-head and see the scores on the doors for Yakinda versus Swisher. They were both huge for their respective teams. Yakinda on that CT side in mid, Swisher so important for many rounds, instrumental from game to game for ATK.
Yeah, look, he had higher ADR than Yakinda in this one. Really did deliver, was probably the best rifler on the server, I think it's fair to say. Outside of, obviously, OC with the AWP. But yeah, definitely delivering on this map. And I feel like for Liquid, obviously Yakinda is always going to be very important, very integral to the overall way they play. But definitely nice seeing Swisher even exceed his stats in this one.
Yeah, honestly, I think both players were instrumental, very key pieces for their squads. This was unreal from Yakinda. The fact he got all the frags there for the ace was unbelievable. But again, we go back to the tech line entries from Swisher on the B bomb side as well. Really opened the floodgates for ATK to put in work in that first half. But yeah, towards the end, just that one instrumental round, that clutch from OC, allowing Team Liquid to pull away from their opponent. That was a big game of Mirage, but Overpass is coming now. ATK and Liquid will be heading in that direction just after this break. See you soon.
The most dangerous player on Liquid can be Yakinda or Naf, because they are multi-fragging a lot. Obviously, I would say Naf on the city side and Yakinda on the T side, because he's really aggressive and he can surprise us.
Right now, maybe Naf. I think he's been playing really good. I think he doesn't have like the most aggressive role, so maybe he's not the one that like wins them the game.
I think the best player on Liquid, it has to be Alish. He's insane with his aim and his skills. I just love to watch this guy playing.
I think the best player in Liquid is Yakinda, because I flipping love how he's involving in Liquid structure. He brings up more strategies from EU, and Liquid showing a good performance right now, like a team, I guess. And I think it's Yakinda.
I think they have some really good fundamentals when I watch them play. I think they're good at like defaulting, and I think that's like something you have to be good at if you want to be consistent. I think that's also why they are consistent, because on most maps it looks like they're comfortable defaulting in many types of ways.
I kind of like how they play their game, like their play style. They're kind of aggressive, and I know they have great opera as well, and I think they're playing good CS, but sometimes I think they're kind of choking at some point at the end of the game.
I think Liquid's playing like more EU team than NA, because NA teams like sometimes they out to date. Because they're playing not the best CS, but it's really obvious CS.
Probably when I watch them, I feel like their players show really good individual performance, and overall team react very fast on some clutch situations as well, maybe because of Yakinda. 4 or 5 months ago, they were much worse.
I have watched the demos, and they're good at like not having like big tells that every time they throw this smoke, they're doing this. I think they're good at like having different options out of like the same rounds, that so it looks the same when they're going like to both bomb sites. So yeah, probably just that they're such a team in that aspect.
I feel like when Elish or Nav have a really good game, like Elish in terms of fragging and Nav in terms of maybe like clutching and having good position, when they feel it, like it gives power to other players as well, and they become stronger.
I think the most strength they have is just they are having a lot of structure. I think Nitro is doing a really good job, and also Yakinda is helping him a lot. So yeah, I would say they are a good team. They have more structure than before, so that's that's why they are getting better.
I think the biggest challenge is to outplay them as a team. Yeah, because I feel we are much better individual players, but at the end, yeah, it's team game.
You love it, you wear it.
Wear your passion. Share your passion. Wherever, whenever. Gaming is a lifestyle. Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
The bell tolls for Cologne. This cathedral, a cathedral that is stacked from the earth to the heavens with the greatest of all the fans, the most passionate.
Cause I done did a lot, but it's not enough. Think it's time I run it up, double up, triple up. Whoa, 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 ayy, whoa, 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 ayy. Hit women fall in love with my appearance. Got these diamonds on me dancing, look like Michael Jackson sequence. Whoa, 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 ayy, whoa, 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 ayy. I done made a lot, but it's not enough. Think it's time I double up. Think I need a Bentley truck. Think I need a house in the hills. That's for real. Like my car left to rail. Restructured the booking deal, cause we back. Yeah, we back on the road. Private jet across the globe. Let me everywhere I go. 10K for the verse, 20K for the show. Put in work and it shows. You ain't know, now you know. Now you know. Green light shawty, she a go. She a go. Miles Davis saxophone, how she blow. I can good, but then I gotta go. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Yeah, that's just the way it. Cause I done did a lot, but it's not enough. Think it's time I run it up, double up, triple up. Whoa, 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 ayy, whoa, 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 ayy. Hit women fall in love with my appearance. Got these diamonds on me dancing, look like Michael Jackson sequence. Whoa, 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 ayy, whoa, 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 ayy.
Stack it all. Yeah. Went and beat the odds, they thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. Went and beat the odds, they thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. I was meeting Ben Frank.
I've been tying up my hands, booking flights, setting trends.
I was meeting Ben Frank.
I've been tying up my hands, booking flights, setting trends.
Catch me in a two-seater, Grim Reaper, all cash, no visa. Stacking fast, I've started, I had a bill printer, but I cut them out the grass with my weed trimmer. These haters ain't competition, they see me and do renditions, no question. Most misled in wrong directions. Eye on the prize, don't try to hide the fake chain in that watch that tick with no bust down frame. Went and beat the odds, they thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. Went and beat the odds, they thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. I was meeting Ben Frank.
I've been tying up my hands, booking flights, setting trends.
I was meeting Ben Frank.
I've been tying up my hands, booking flights, setting trends. Stack it up.
Why they keep trying to go test me? Know that I'm deadly. Filled up with envy, broke down to pennies. That's when it gets tempting. Get $1 and a dream look. Product and a double that in a bag with a lack of a pea of the tree and then take them back rows quick. On my toes, they like, oh my God, how he fresh and ain't got no job. Piece up on them like bon voyage. So much doubt, but I went and beat the odds. They thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. Went and beat the odds. They thought I was insane. They was sleeping on me. I was meeting Ben Frank.
I've been tying up my hands, booking flights, setting trends.
I was meeting Ben Frank.
I've been tying up my hands, booking flights, setting trends. Stack it up.
We are back for more Counter-Strike. We have moved away from the ticket box of Mirage to the sewers. The ammonia of Overpass. The lack of disabled toilet despite the sign is here. Get triggered! It's like when you see the mole on Christian Bale's face, you can no longer unsee it. Where's the disabled toilet at?
Oh man, I haven't seen the mole on Christian
Is that
Bale's
Simple?
face, so now
Where's Simple
I'm going to be looking out for it.
Simple's the new coach for ATK, apparently. Just walking onto the stage. What is happening?
Who the hell knows?
Wants to take Bowden's seat, maybe.
Maybe. I feel like Swisher looks a bit like electronic.
Like a distant cousin or something.
Yeah. That's just, literally the other day, I looked at him at a glance and I was like, wait, what's that? That's not electronic, is it? Here we go, though.
You need to go to an optician, mate.
Yeah, no, listen. I have my glasses on as well. Not great. Oh, we have got Swisher with the dualies on the B-bomb site and some aggression from ATK. They've cleared out A completely. They will be very ready for this B site push, and they've got a couple of counter flashes at the ready as well. Wait, is the bomb going back? Casanito might catch them in the back here. Oh, no. Okay, they spotted him.
This is weird, though.
This is
if
very
he's seen
weird.
the bomb there, well, it's even weirder with Yakinda at the front of the A bomb site. Because, well, there's no time to even go into it, really. Are they going to send it is the question. Or are they heading towards connector, maybe? Seems like they are going to con. Numbers game could overwhelm Casanito. He's in trouble now. They have to eliminate him, and they will. He gets nothing for his troubles. With 40 seconds, it is a pistol round. Really, they can do whatever they want. Like, it's not like a normal round with the rifles and so on. Run and gun, order of the day. Once they're close range, they've got more bullets and the USPs. DJ doesn't see the bomb. Sees one player poking and prodding, and now he sees some more. Going back to try and have another go towards Naf, but he's got 3 bullets remaining. He finally lands that headshot, really needed to. Bomb getting planted for the truck as Bowden comes to help his teammate. Nice. Oh, Bowden! There he is. Where was he in the first game? Definitely here for the second one. Lovely one-tap. Swisher coming through as well. And they take that pistol round by force.
There we go. Bodemaster showing up in the pistol. That's what we like to see for ATK. They can have more of an even frag distribution. Maybe they can still make Liquid's map pick close here. Those were some really nice shots coming in on the retake. That's despite them losing Casanito so early on. I love that DJ pushed long like that, just cleared out that side. And then Bodemaster's so clean. You love it when you land those USP one-taps. It's one of the nicest feelings in life, I'm going to say. One of the nicest feelings in life. For me, at least.
I am not going to say anything about that.
So nice, man. The USP one-taps. Oh, come on.
The texture of a jam sandwich is undefeated as far as I'm concerned.
Ooh, I haven't had a jam sandwich in ages, man. You got a favorite flavor of jam?
Apricot jam.
Wow, apricot. I don't know if I've ever had apricot jam.
I'm an apricot man.
I like apricot. I've
Apricot
had
jam.
apricot yogurt every now and then.
Ooh. If it's got chunky bits in it, then you're really onto something.
Ooh.
By the way, if you were here with us for the first map of this series, I did refer to a pistol round on Mirage with NIP at the hands of Cloud9, at the mercy of Cloud9, if you will. I have posted a link to it on Twitter, so if you're interested, then go have a look. I think it's something that any team could implement today if they know their opponent has a penchant for the B-bomb site. Team Liquid, though, are heading towards A in this mixed buy. And let's not forget how good a performance we saw from ATK in that first map. I would love to see them as strong in the second as well. And they're not shy to be proactive, even against a force buy. Miston is coming in from the back. He might not be needed, though. Oh, as there will be no frags here for Team Liquid. They do no damage, then they don't plant the bomb. And, you know, I will say I am leaning a little bit towards ATK as an underdog. It's always nice to see them perform. You don't want to see a smash. Even if they are to lose this, they're 0-1 down. They lost their pick of Mirage. But, you know, you want to see the underdog perform, and they are really performing well so far, ATK.
That was a full force buy from Liquid. Like, they had an AK in that round. They just got so destroyed. Yeah, I love the proactive nature that ATK are taking early here. Even in this round, they've got a little double stack towards A long. They will be going for some aggression. And I think that's the best way to go about it. When you're on your opponent's pick, you have to make them uncomfortable. If you let them play their game, they're probably going to be able to pick you to pieces. So instead, ATK making life difficult for Team Liquid early. Oh, Bowden's hungry. Will be traded, though, so that's a rifle recovered for Liquid. No Kevlar on any of their players, though.
Here comes the train. Did your parents ever do that when you were a kid? Here comes the train. Shove a fork into your gob.
Oh, of course. Of
Or
course,
spoon,
you had
I
to.
suppose.
Yeah, normally it's a spoon.
There were no trains in my house, yeah? There's no journeys. There's no path to the B bomb site for Team Liquid either. As they have 2 kills in 3 rounds. That is straight poverty as far as the kill feed is concerned. And very, very good for ATK. That affords them essentially a full buy in the hole, which is a great way to start round 4 when you're on the CT side. Gives you the slightest cushion. Not the most comfortable one, but it's not a brick either.
Warp out for Bodemaster, who's already got 7 kills to his name. Here comes the nade early. Always nice to watch that one be thrown. Does a bit of damage onto OC. Looks like Liquid are happy to take a fairly slow start to the round. Looking for that standard map control. And ATK trying to be a nuisance with that early double stack in connector. DJ has now left that position. They may have heard him run away there, but Casanito's still lurking in the connector area. Ooh, it's an awkward angle, though. Up on top of the shelves, you have to be aware of that play up above. That is so ballsy from Elise. He tries to walk through the smoke, and Swisher read him like a book.
It looks so strange as well, because he's basically through the smoke, but he can still see nothing. Like, his model is through the smoke, but he's still blind in that position. Even though he doesn't look it. Yakinda takes 2! ATK caught slipping. Yakinda proving to be so important for Team Liquid. You saw it in the video during the break. Everybody can see the impact he has had on this team. He's really broken through the glass ceiling for them. And again, the spatial awareness. He knows when it's time to make a play. Turning things around for Liquid as they head towards their first round here on Overpass.
I think Yakinda used the fact that they spotted Swisher towards the long bathrooms to just move up through the bathrooms himself. Figured that ATK are probably more focused on that long position. I'm pretty sure 2 players were spotted on long by Team Liquid. I think they did spot that second man as well, so that's probably why Yakinda could just charge onto the bomb site, confident that that's the only angle he has to hold. Piston will take that freebie onto Naf. A nice little upgrade. How long will it last, though? Not very. Nitro puts him to an early bed. And Bodemaster just forced to save the AWP in that round. I think ATK were again trying a slightly unique setup there with the 2 players in connector, but it meant that Bodemaster couldn't get involved with that AWP towards A, which is the standard spot for it. So I wouldn't be surprised if ATK go back to a more default round here, considering that unique setup didn't work for them. Expect to see Bodemaster AWPing towards that A side. Wonder why he's got the Phelps sticker on the scope there. I mean, it looks pretty nice. Blends in nicely.
It does complement the aesthetic. Can't imagine how much those Gooniers go for. The Prince is better though. Hot take. You heard it here first. Yes, I'm biased, but it is better, yeah?
Okay.
It's better. Well then, this is going to be an important round for both squads. And this is the extra buy that the CTs are afforded thanks to almost 0 frags for Team Liquid in the first 3 rounds. Often in a situation like this where they start 3-0, then lose the first buy versus buy, it'll be a lot ropier, MP9s and so on, less utility. But to the victor of spoils. Oh, that is awkward. Very awkward indeed. Almost 2 again, as we saw from Yakinda on the A-bomb site. And there will be the second frag, a quick boost, and Bowden will be punished. Things looking difficult now for ATK. It's 3 versus 5. DJ's in a lot of trouble.
Ouch. I mean, DJ's still here. I think they will clear him. And this is a very clean round for Liquid. Yeah, just an awkward start to the round, right? That AWP not getting the proper clear line of sight, really, because his teammate pushes at the exact moment that they're fighting on towards him.
What team was it yesterday?
Sometimes.
What team was it yesterday where we saw them die with their knives out randomly a few times? I don't recall who it was. Do you? I'm not sure if it was ATK or somebody else. I feel like maybe it was someone else. Never mind. Oh, that's the Faceit skin.
It is.
The what is it called? The not the Trigon. That's the P90.
Is it the Nitro? Is that right?
Orange alloy.
What's it? Oh, is it called that? Okay.
Orange alloy. Yeah. The
That's what
Nitro
I was
is
thinking of.
the P90 Trigon and the orange alloy Faceit skins.
Gotcha. Oh, very nice. Oh, not nice for ATK in this round. They have a single P250. That's sad. Bit a good comeback here for Liquid, though. I mean, I say comeback. They weren't too far down, but once we've got the gun rounds, they have started to show their class. Not started. Oh, dear. That Zeus was close. But not meant to be. At least Swish has got an AK. That he is on the wrong side of the map.
Things slowing down then. As far as point scoring is concerned, ATK are in traffic. Team Liquid, I've got to say, feel like they're firmly in control. The way these, I mean, the small sample size we have from round 4 onwards, obviously not including this round. But I feel like I'm sensing a lack of strength now in the buy versus buy rounds we've seen from ATK. They don't quite have a grasp of the goings on just yet, and I'm hoping that changes when their next buy comes out.
Yeah, it can be very difficult. If you don't play much Overpass, it's the map with the most punishing for not having the basics nailed down. There's a lot you need to go through to even become decent on this map. But right now, Liquid are showing themselves as the superior team on this one. Flash into mid. Casanito taking the AWP for the early spawn. Unable to get the pick with it though, so throws it back to the primary AWPer, Bowden Master. Flash into long, Bowden falls back. Liquid just using their utility to get the standard map control, and that will open up the options for them later in the round.
Team Liquid threatening to collapse on the B bomb site, but what is Yakinda going to do? Again, he is roaming around A. You can see he's offered a smoke towards the A bomb site. No real response on B, though. Still 3 players holding steadfast. DJ looks to his right-hand side. Only good for the one, though. Poor timing. Oh, unfortunate timing. More appropriate to say. Yakinda holding off the rotation. In the meantime, Swisher has dropped. There's Casanito. Well-placed Yakinda lurking and really closing out the round for Team Liquid. 4-on-1 then as Bowden tries to save the AWP. And again, feels like ATK are at the mercy of Team Liquid in this half.
Oh, and Bowden won't even get to save. Yakinda locks it in. I think for ATK, if you want to run that double stack setup towards Monster, I think DJ needs to be a little wider than that. He needs to take first contact and make sure that Mistem can't be spotted on that closer angle. Because what happened is Naf just swung, and he barely got to react to DJ before looking at Mistem, who was playing anti-flash. So unfortunately, I think just the slight positioning of that setup was not what they needed. DJ needed to just take that first fight a little wider, and that way Mistem maybe could have gone unexpected and made the most of his position, but doesn't work out that way. And those are the small details that can make a big difference. Team Liquid now 4-3 up. Has gone a little quiet for ATK in recent rounds. It's been very dominant for Liquid. Swisher decides to buy an M4. They have got a big losing bonus, so he can just about afford that. Let's see if they are able to make this round competitive, where they can loosen up a little.
Yakinda absolutely sending it. And we've got to say, especially within the vacuum of this game. Oh, hold on a second. OC's in trouble here. He could lose the bomb. He's got 39 HP. And Casanita can't quite find the angle. Love the confidence, though, to deliver the needed frag there by OC. Holding the bomb. Less than 50 HP. Still does what needs to be done. Swisher then. Wait, where is this bomb headed, though? Can't be towards connector, surely. I think he's heard the door. There's the molly. So, yeah, Yakinda's role and the implementation of it in the vacuum of this series is fascinating. The work he was doing on the CT side, again, just like roaming around the middle of the map here on Overpass, more above connector. We saw a great match on Overpass as well yesterday, Forza and Na'Vi. Really showing how stimulating it can be, but Yakinda is a giant problem for ATK. With the freedom he has around the toilets, he's able to have an idea of what the CTs are up to, deny them information, cut off the rotations as well. ATK need to deal with Yakinda if they are to find more rounds on this CT side, in my opinion. I think he is a giant issue for them.
Yeah, man, this is one of the maps where I feel like Yakinda's playstyle works really, really well because he's so happy to be a one-man army on one side of the map and just cause chaos. Sometimes you will genuinely see Yakinda just pushing the A bomb site while the rest of the team set up outside B. And he's so good at winning those fights that it just causes so much chaos. The CTs never really know what's coming. He exerts so much pressure on the map if you can't deal with him. I think we are seeing ATK struggle with that here. Struggling to get a read on some of these rounds. Oh no, Casanito doesn't have backup. He's a dead man. They started 4B in this round. So it was a bit risky spamming like that. Ends up getting caught out early. And now Naf just phases the smoke and takes a second opener for Liquid in this round. And it's even gone from bad to worse. Bowden caught out on top.
This is what I'm talking about. In the rounds that we've seen, the buy versus buys, like ATK haven't really been in control of anything. Let's not forget how important Swisher was on that previous map. And yesterday, Swisher and Mistem together were really key. Mistem is 1 for 6 at the moment. And again, it feels like ATK are just being victimized round after round. And this one is no different. Even if they get some kills here, there is plenty of time for Liquid to correct. Naf getting pre-fired. DJ only good for one. Down to Swisher again. But there are simply too many players coming his way. Too many angles, too many man on roads. And ATK find themselves an eco once again.
This is giving me Queserato on Furia vibes, man. Swisher doing what he can, but he's left in a 2-on-5. He still makes the round close with a triple kill. Was even able to win that early fight against Yakinda on long. And did a good job rotating down to B, but it's not meant to be for ATK in that one. Liquid still able to hold on with Nitro securing that final frag. And ATK are going to have to step it up soon here. Otherwise, Liquid will continue to run away with this. It is 6 rounds in a row for Team Liquid. And honestly, this map started with a bit of promise from ATK. They were making aggressive plays, they were finding flanks. But once we've hit the gun rounds, Liquid have just been too methodical for them. Ouch, Swisher. Well, he got the kill.
Jesus.
He took a lot of damage. Swisher's trying.
A bit late on that one. That was a free escape for Team Liquid. Swisher is doing the best he can. But I think the task looks insurmountable in this half.
Ooh.
This could be something, though. And again, it could be nothing. Swisher in the clutch. 1 versus 3. Yakinda must have seen him there.
And we'll be able to deal with him. I mean, Nitro's just maxed out on money. So has OC. That tells you, it kind of paints the picture on how this map has been unfolding here. Mate, Yakinda, you've got 10 grand. Are you really going to hit him with the Mac 10? You're really going to do him like that? I assume he's going to be running in first. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a B rush for Team Liquid. I'd say just go with the P90 at this point. Screw it, you know. But no, the Mac 10 it is.
Points to flashbang. Oh, very nice. There we go. That's exactly what they needed. Something going in their favor. Liege now has an afro. Bet you never saw that one coming.
No.
Liege and OC have much work to do here. Just in terms of damage, I don't think even losing the AWP potentially is a concern. At this point, 2 versus 5, just make it as expensive as possible. Still a fair few rounds to play for here. Keep them as short as you can. OC in the clutch. You kind of want to see OC in the clutch, but on this occasion we won't because DJ gets another one through the smoke with some good timing. A desperate round for ATK in this half, it must be said. The deficit is only 3, and hey, it's not too late to turn things around, but it really has to be now.
Yeah, good to see ATK at least having the protocols to deal with that B rush. Saw that smoke go down from Liquid, trying to just burst through, and DJ with an incredible spray completely takes the sting out of that push from Team Liquid. So ATK will take that, and now they are going to try and show some more confidence here. Casanito, just gets back to safety, but I think he may have been spotted. He's been playing a very risky, dangerous game on mid. He's constantly looking for those fights. Good jump from Swisher, spots them out. In the meantime, Casanito has won his duel, but he's locked in by Nitro. And now Swisher will decide he has to play safe back from the A-bomb site.
Swisher's working real hard, man. There's so much time for Team Liquid as well. They need to go and rescue the bomb, though. DJ's position is good, but connector is wide open, and that's a problem. They don't know if they're going to connector or not, which really compromises the situation elsewhere. DJ may have picked a good time now as Yakinda really wonders. Look at the spatial awareness from him. He's still holding the angle. I can't believe it. That man is worth every penny for Team Liquid.
Man, you feel like you're about to catch out the player, and it's such an important kill to find because now you're a man down. Missed him, has to deliver here. Lets the first man go and drops the bomb instead. Now the rotate can begin, but he might have to fight alone here. Oh, Swisher unable to win the fight. Nitro hits the headshot. And Nitro also fragging for Team Liquid, and whenever that is the case, that is a scary prospect to be facing because there's already a lot of talent on the rest of Liquid.
8-4. Almost said 5, but it's 4.
You saved it. No one would have ever known.
Single AWP for the CT side. 2 in connector at the beginning. Will they blow the door off? There'll be a smoke in the middle, but Nitro not afraid of that one. Oh, he was so close to a frag on Casanito there. A dangerous game, but ATK have control of connector. Very important position. Yakinda is still standing. They must fear his silhouette. Here he comes. Bowden Master has his teammate on the other end, but he needs to deliver. They both jump past his angle. And he is in trouble now. Oh, that's a great pick from Bowden. He's got a teammate in for support as well, trying to trade. Oh, that would have been a big one, but OC will deliver just about. And suddenly we find ourselves in a 2 versus 2. OC stuck in the corner for now. Naf with the bomb, getting out of connector. So many X's there. Every frag has been in that connector position. And we might not be done just yet.
I like this position from DJ, getting aggressive. Hard to flush him out of this angle. I think these are both pretty good angles here from the ATK players. Swisher obviously has the shadow advantage if anyone tries to come this way. Oh, now got out. Not good enough though. Swisher had a big advantage in that duel. And OC forced forward, but Swisher able to deliver. A 5th round for ATK.
Doesn't get easier though. Team Liquid are falling over money at the moment. There'll be plenty of cash to be spent here. So many frags in that connector position. Style points there for OC, but the important thing for ATK is that they are winning some rounds. Monster Smoke is deployed. It's been a hard half for ATK so far. But it's all information as well. They've had to absorb it the hard way. Lead in the chest and the face. But with all this information they've learned, maybe these remaining rounds will be easier in the half. You can see Swisher jump peeking towards short B once again. As the AWP angles will be taken away, standard execute there. The smoke in the toilets, the molly by Divider to force Bowden back towards A.
So Liquid force ATK back on A. The ATK respond by taking control of B short, and Mr. wants to go even further. He's committed, and Naf will be able to win that fight against him. So the aggression doesn't pay off this time. DJ flashed in, but they've spotted him. And Liquid look like they do indeed want to commit into this B bomb site. Nice reposition from DJ. Team Liquid slowed slightly by the counter utility. I mean, Swisher can also reposition towards short.
This looks awkward though for Swisher. I have the right eye peek coming his way as well.
It is a bit of an off angle though. First player might not clear this.
But he needs more than one. He will get more than one from this Swisher. Changing the angle, dancing as best he can. DJ looks to his right, fragged from his left there. Goes down for free by Elige. Looking to trade frag his teammate, but Liquid had the better timing. OC's got a better angle. Nitro's got a faster headshot, and Liquid have a 9th round.
I mean, the initial luck from Swisher was basically all you could ask from him. Gets the 2 kills from his angle, and he was hoping to set up DJ, who was playing that sandbags position. But DJ just got flushed out by Elige. She was the only player coming in from that short side. So as soon as that happened, that kind of allows that B site to collapse. That means that ATK are likely going to face 10 rounds against them at the half, unless they can make something happen with this buy. Definitely not their best buy they've had, but because of that, they're going to take some risks here. Pushing through Monster, clearing that out completely. Overpass landed a scout shot as well, so there is something in this round here for ATK. Huge damage onto Nitro. Swisher takes him out. Look at the aggression. OC could be in trouble, but the Tech 9 comes out to save him.
It's hard to kill OC sometimes. ATK still in a good position, though, to get a 6th round on the board. At least you'll have to pick up the slack in terms of your Kindars lurking. Those are some sound cues for NAFTA here, though. But no surprise there, at least 2 players towards that B bomb site. But do they potentially read 3? Is it a passive position on B, or is somebody watching Monster? If they can figure that out, it makes their decision process a lot easier, but they will probably assume 2 per site. You can see Casanito is somewhat committed now in his position as Bowden jumps and is punished by OC. Now no one's watching his back, but that time it's going to work out for him. If he can find the leash as well, indeed he can. 29 seconds. It is the last round and a half, OC. You've got to go for it. Rotating around to the bogs. No one's close enough by connector. He really needs to get his skates on here to find these kills. There's no way he's planting this bomb without finding a frag first. There's the first one, Casanito. Gets a 1v1, spots second, but won't get any further. 6 rounds then at halftime for ATK. Will it be enough though? Not long to find out.
Yeah, I hope you ready for the comeback. Steve Nash, I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. Yeah, yeah, I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you ready for the, yeah, I see it's time. Press play on the tape, no rewind. No delay, put it all on the line. Only going up, ain't no room for the climb. Meet me at the top, or you won't ever see me. I'm making dreams come true like a genie. I'm making moves soon, you gon' have to king me. Checkmate, crown, you gon' have to bring me. Ain't no other way. Up next, then I'm putting you away. Yeah, maybe another day. Give me the trophy, I'ma put it on display. Hope you ready for the comeback. Steve Nash, I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. Yeah, yeah, I think it's time for the comeback. I hope you ready for the I'm about to bring the sun back. Forecast looking bright for the comeback. Can't ignore it, promise you can never sun that. I pray for it, get ready for the comeback. The team doesn't betray him this time.
If we consider how important the first pistol round win was for ATK, considering the score at half-time, maybe the second half pistol will be just as important, although I think it will be a relief that Yakindar won't be lurking on them on that T side anymore, but maybe it'll be even worse on the CT side, who knows. He's looking unstoppable today. It's up to ATK to say otherwise as we move into the second half.
Let's see if they can come through with some success on their T side oftentimes can be difficult if you don't have the coordination on point. ATK able to win a couple of rounds at the end there to keep it at least somewhat close on the scoreline. See for Team Liquid, they have just gone with 5 sets of Kevlar here into this pistol. Confident that they can just hit the headshots. Meanwhile, ATK have themselves a decent amount of utility to work with. Looks like both teams happy to take it chill early on. Team Liquid with a big emphasis on connector. They've just got the first kill in that position, and they'll try and drop back.
Liege makes it to the bench. The P2000 putting in work, rather. Liege delivering headshot after headshot. I was about to say he was kind of stuck. He couldn't get around the corner to Divider, but I don't know if he wanted to. He made himself a tight enough angle and delivered the kills he needed to. Swisher is left in the clutch. Would you want it to be anybody else as far as ATK is concerned? Concedes his position. Nap immediately on the flank. The sound cue is all they needed to finish off the job. Liquid the first to double figures then. 10-6 winning the second half pistol.
That connector stack gets them the first kill. ATK wonder whether they could catch those players in transition, but as you were saying, Elise just kind of gets to a nice angle, jiggles back and forth. He knows he's still got connector players to help him out. So ATK kind of end up just running head first into the entire Team Liquid squad. At least 4 of the CTs in that position. Now it is a full eco, so I think this might be a round where you just get it out of the way. Try and send it towards B. Oh, Odin Master, already low.
He's shown some elbow, and that will be enough for Nitro. Big swing from Naf. Absolutely drilled like it's home improvement. Hammer time from Team Liquid. And that will be a very fast eco round indeed. Just as we mentioned, ATK not taking many losses at the beginning. The same will be true in the second half for Team Liquid. Gets his barrung. Naf comes through to clean up the remaining 3. Like a hot knife through butter. A 5-round lead as the AKs come out for ATK. Trying to reduce that deficit. We saw in the last round the HE to blow off the connector door from Team Liquid. On this occasion, they won't go for it, interestingly. Does make it hard for the T's to exist in short B, but maybe because of this aggression we're seeing from Team Liquid, they're not bothering. A push through short B towards Monster. Not shy to show their presence either. What do you do now, ATK? You've got basically no map control.
Quite a cool way to use these weaker weapons. The 2 rifles for Liquid playing connector and A, while the SMGs push all the way through B. And now you've got a chance to at least get some good angles, some favorable fights for these MP9s in these awkward corners. The rifles still have a chance if they get funneled in those directions. Here is OC, able to get 1, but traded. They still have to be concerned about Monster, though. You know this aggression came in, so Swisher focused on clearing, and will clear down below. Important frag to find, as now ATK should be in good shape here.
I was thinking they were going to have some big problems rotating the bomb if Swisher went down, but as he was engaging, DJ went to collect it. 35 seconds remain. I do wonder if Swisher will pop into B before they commit to this A-bomb site here. Now, Nitro could drop this smoke between long and the dice, but spotting people on long, he'll just smoke long itself. Swisher goes down. He's got to get on a rotation quick. They haven't seen the bomb just yet, though. In it comes through the smoke. That'll go the way of ATK and pretty much close out the round. Kendall pick up the AK-47. This was essentially a bonus round by some measures for Team Liquid in the way they played it. Great push through short B there. So ATK will be on a scoreboard early in this second half, which is great for the confidence. Looking at the kills, Mistim's got some catching up to do. The rest of the team are fragging, though, more or less. Now they can try and build some momentum.
Nice to see that ATK are able to handle a round where Liquid throw some aggression, throw something different at them. They kind of just concede the map control initially, and then they retake those areas together in good fashion. Liquid weren't happy to leave too many players sticking around there, so it wasn't crossfires they were having to run into. They were just able to trade on that B short angle, and Naf was in a pretty tough position to get much out of. So good work from ATK, but as you were saying, that was a bit of a bonus. This will be the first true test with full guns for Team Liquid, and even an AK in the hands of Yakinda. Liege having a little look at mid before dropping back.
Even though all Elijah's skins are plain, I feel like he could be persuaded to use the anime M4 as the one skin. I reckon we could make it happen. At least for a day.
Pretty solid map control here for ATK. Using their utility to slowly but surely take control of bathrooms. They've just put a lurk smoke up towards A long. Liquid still have 3 CTs on this A bomb site, so ATK will either need some great headshots or some good utility here. And Team Liquid still have a good amount of nades themselves. ATK haven't really forced these counter nades to come out, so these counter utilities could be big for Liquid here.
Oh, the smoke at the front of the site from Yakinda is such a problem for a T-push. It's really hard to get through that. Elige on one side, Yakinda on the other. And it's an absolute massacre. So previously, like older Fnatic rosters, for example, would smoke between Dice and Long, which allows them to isolate the fights. But that smoke in front of the site, basically where Elige is facing, pretty much where his crosshair is, it is so hard to push around that smoke onto the site. When the time is low, if that player has a smoke grenade, you are in so much trouble. The angles are horrible. On a good day, your shadows come before you do, but you know the angles people are holding. But with that smoke, there's so much more variance in favor of the CTs. It's a horrible day at the office when that happens. We'll see a timeout for ATK as they are mostly around $3,000. Team Liquid are in a very strong position now to close it out into.
There's a bit of urgency there from the coach of ATK, Spray XD. He was having a few words there with the team. I think not happy with how that round played out. I feel like ATK are going to need to pressure Liquid a little earlier in some of these rounds. Now that you've seen that they're going to have utility remaining late in the round, you've got to do something to make sure that is no longer the case in the future. Otherwise, Liquid will run away with this. They already have this 12-7 lead. Hop into B might be okay. There's only a couple of players on the site itself, and Nitro is blinded. In the flames, just about able to fight his way out of it.
Love the pre-fire through the corner of the box for a potential third player as well. Everyone being dealt with. And that's money that Liquid needed to build. Let's not underestimate that. They've got about 5K in the bank after that round. It was really important that everybody survives there for Team Liquid, so they can weather a storm that could be coming from ATK. Team Liquid are getting dangerously close, though, to 16 rounds here. ATK 6 rounds behind, need to turn things around, and now.
What ATK can come up with. It is getting to the point where it's now or never for them. Boost comes in. Thought that was being watched for, but it looks like Mistem has dropped back. Oh, and here comes some play from ATK. This is the confidence I wanted to see from them. Try and put a little pressure on Liquid early. Try and force out some counter utility. Being so deep in Monster could be very effective here. There's only 2 CTs on this B site.
Now falling back to the water. Not a full send, though, from ATK. We can see there's still 2 players around the toilets area. And OC is lurking with an AWP. Oh, the crouch peek. Doesn't matter when your shadow betrays your position like that. Takes one in the face for his crouching efforts as well. Pop flash for OC to have a look towards long. And he will fall back to the site. But as far as ATK know, he can still be lurking around the toilets. Swish is going to have to go around a long way to see what's going on. But that clock is ticking. 30 seconds in a 3 versus 4. And OC's changed his position, which means he'll have to learn where he is the hard way, most likely. 20 seconds remain, and they might be saving here. Again, considering the scoreline, they can't afford to lose everything, especially with 3 rifles up. Maybe the smartest decision in a horrible situation for ATK.
I really thought we were going to see ATK commit to B once they got that initial kill, but maybe they overthought things slightly. I liked that they were taking a bit of aggression earlier in the round there, but doesn't end up working out for them. At this point, it does look like Liquid might just run away with this second map and the series. Still, the weapons saved, obviously, for ATK, so they can try and keep it up. I think Liquid have started to show us oftentimes what we see in these matchups, where you get the difference between a top-tier team and the underdog team coming against them. You just feel that Liquid are in full control right now.
Bit of elbow. But Elige will put the numbers in their favor. Even with Nitro dropping, it's still a 3v2. Casanito needs OC to peek him. He needs somebody to walk into his angle, and Swisher needs to go and collect the bomb. Oh my days. Is there anything this man can't do? Bomb still not spotted, and they don't know where Casanito is either. Got a sliver of an angle on Bank. Mainly focused on Dice, though. Risks have to be taken. Where is OC is the question. Ooh, he's got the Bank angle. And Casanito's going to walk straight into it. I'll explain the angle afterwards and how strong it is. When the numbers are low on the CT side, you've really got to look for that Bank angle. Swisher in the clutch now with almost no health, and Naf will punish him immediately. So the safety of the Bank angle, if you're going for a retake on the A bomb site, you know that no one's crossed to the truck. That's basically the angle you hold. You go down the stairs, hold an angle to the truck. So if the bomb's planted Dice, for example, OC can just stand there, Naf can rotate in, and they know they don't need to clear truck. They know no one's there because OC has the angle. Gets one for free from that position, and Liquid find themselves on match points.
Plenty of opportunities for them to close this one. Let's see if they can do it right here. It has been a dominant second half for Team Liquid, only dropping 1 round on their CT side so far. Door will be naded open this time by Naf. We've got a 4B start for Team Liquid on their defense. Oh, okay. I thought for a second Yakindar might be plucked out of the air. Missed him, not quite able to react in time. BJ has found an opener over towards Connector. Now OC has to try and find this fight on short. Doesn't look like he'll get it yet. I think ATK, because of that Connector kill, are happy to slow it down and look elsewhere in this one.
$50 seconds on the clock. OC's gone from A to B.
It's been holding this angle so long. It's so hard to stay
it's
focused.
Hard. Yeah, it's just so hard to react quickly in a situation such as that. Very pokey proddy from ATK. Ah, oh, Nitro's in a perfect position. Continuation spray yields another kill. There'll be no mercy at the end from Team Liquid. Bowden finds himself as the last man. 18 seconds to find 3 more kills, but Naf will put him out of his misery. Full control from Team Liquid as they 2-0 ATK.
Solid showing here on Overpass, proving that the loss against Rare Atom was maybe just a one-off for them. They looked very good here on this CT side, and Liquid, I'm sure, will be happy to bounce back in this one, taking the series 2-0. There were some good moments from ATK, but all in all, especially in that second half there, you could feel Liquid fully taking over.
Yeah, and I think it makes the end of the first map all the more sad for ATK, because I feel like they had a real chance to take that map away. Their pick of Mirage was so close, and then yet so far by the very, very end. But we could have had a 3-mapper. It might be that they needed to win this one in 3, which makes the first map all the more devastating. But indeed, that was a unfortunate second map for them. I was rooting for them. They really put up a great fight, but indeed, they're going to be heading towards the lower bracket.
Yeah, I think all in all, there are positives to take from ATK. For Liquid, I think it's mainly just a scenario where you're happy you got the result. They played as well as they needed to play. I still think they're definitely not towards their best, but we saw some of the individuals step up. I think OC was really the main man in this series, which I love for Liquid. I love that he's starting to show up in games like this, starting to take on some more fragging for the team when needed. And yeah, I think for Liquid, it really was just a case of try and get back on track, and they have done that with the win here.
Yeah, that's superb from Liquid, and it's great to see, again, great to see OC just firing on all cylinders from the very beginning. I mean, he rarely isn't, but again, as a man who needs to establish his name, I think I think when he does these outrageous plays and these big clutches on the bigger stages, then I think he has the potential to make his way up there with the best of them. But their journey will continue in the mid-bracket here at ESL Pro League. And of course, ATK will be heading to the lower bracket, one more loss, and they will be out. But again, they were so close, man. I think it's going to be hard not to think about the end of that Mirage game, because they were so close to going 3 maps here. And I would imagine that had to be their plan. So I would have loved to have seen a 3rd map in this series, but Liquid took it away from them. And again, all credit to them, because they were playing fantastic, especially on Mirage. Especially one Yakinda, who joins us for an interview. Mr. Yakinda, home slice. I see you are wearing slides under the table and putting your shoes back on afterwards. So I want to ask you, obviously, there's a comfort thing, but is there anything else you do when you come to LAN? Do you have a certain sleep thing? Are you bringing a pillow into the hotel? Well, what are you guys doing to stay comfortable as you go from place to place, country to country?
I'm not really sure. Many people usually have their own schedules of like sleeping, minimum hours that they need to sleep, but it's not always possible because sometimes you have early games when you finish like late game the day before. So for everyone, it's each different thing. I personally don't really think about it that much. I eat what I want, I sleep how many hours I want, and but maybe that's the problem. I don't know. So for everybody, it could be different.
You're just out here like a lion, Yakinda. You're just taking a dump, walking off, not even wiping, just lion energy. Oh well, that was a great game of Mirage. I think ATK were really unfortunate in how that OC clutch came towards the end, but you were super aggressive in their mid position. What gives you the sense of the space that you could take away from an opponent in a game like that on Mirage?
I think it's a matter of, you can always do it, even against strong teams. It's not that easy to counter. It's just more of a macro thing. The times where I knew that we were able to win against the mid because of our utility or because of our numbers, we would usually call that mid fight and whatever. And also just feeling mostly of like understanding, are you comfortable on taking these loads or not today or like every day. So just feeling mostly.
All right, and going over to Overpass, just focusing on you individually, like I felt like your presence, especially around the toilets on the T side, was very dominant for Liquid. What makes you so good at Overpass?
I'm not entirely sure. I think a lot of the things that helped me was my teammates' communication. We knew that there is some sort of a key communication around the map that I can use to gain space and take control, and I believe that helped me a lot. And also, I believe we got like multiple entries all the time. We found space, like when you get a kill somewhere, then obviously there's a gap at a certain point of the map, and the easiest gap to use is obviously, like, especially if you kill the second A player, you know that either banana is clear at this exact moment or long is clear, and if you're going out long and he's not there, then you understand where the second A player is. So that's mostly communication-based game and information.
All right. I wanted to ask, what was the preparation like for you guys ahead of this event? Because I know for the first blast of the year, you guys maybe didn't have that long to prep. What was it like for here at Pro League? Because it's kind of a weird format where you want to get to playoffs, obviously, but most people are much more focused on the playoff side of things.
Well, I personally think that we completely wasted our time of preparing for this tournament, because there was obviously people want to be home, and it's really hard for US and like NA overall people to be around Europe all the time in tournaments. But when you're going back home, obviously you have to practice either in NA schedule and against NA teams, or you have to play with like 130 ping and wake up at 8 a.m. to practice for European pings. We tried both ways, and when you only have maximum 3 scrims when you're in NA, and especially the level of the teams there is just lower, like a lot lower than European teams, you don't really gain much. It's more of a like vacation time. I feel like we got super slumbered by it, and we just lost our after we started playing with 130 ping, I believe many players lost their own confidence when you just get destroyed in like practice, in European practice, and you need to wake up at 8 a.m. in NA. So those things are inevitable. Like people have families, people have girlfriends, and people need their time off, and sometime in the season that time comes and you just have to sacrifice it.
Okay.
All right. We will let you join your team and go off to eat whatever you want. Thank you, Yekindar, for the interview, and good luck in the remainder of the mid-bracket.
Thank you. Nice seeing you.
Nice to see you too, buddy. Congratulations to Liquid. And that was super enjoyable, even though the second map wasn't as competitive as we would have liked. Credit to Liquid for that. It was great to see, especially Yekindar, just dominate the space. And you heard him talk about communication and so on to give everybody a good picture as to what is going on. But it was quite a treat to see him play today. But I think we have to also give props to Swisher. He was just really performing lights out today as well. But we're going to move on and have a look at how the bracket is looking after today's concluded action.
Yeah, we had ourselves that matchup we just saw. Liquid able to beat ATK, and now they have Spirit waiting for them. That is not an easy matchup in the mid-bracket. Spirit have already proved themselves in this very tournament. They beat Astralis in their opening game and played a pretty close series against Force. Well, the final map wasn't close, but, you know, that's definitely not an easy game. So, yeah, man, I mean, hearing the practice situation for Liquid, it kind of makes sense to me, but they've got to warm up pretty damn quick here in this group.
Indeed, they do. Astralis and Na'Vi still fighting at the moment. 1-for-1, and ATK will find themselves, of course, in the lower bracket. I think they definitely have it in them, though, to make it through that lower bracket, to win some matches at the very least. I think they were unfortunate on their first map today, but they are not done with this one just yet. But we are for today, and again, there is still a match on the A stream, so go and check it out. But for now, it is goodbye from me and the Hawkman. We'll see you next time.
Hey, I'm Yakinder and I'm 23 years old and I'm a player from Team Liquid.
We got one of the thickest teams in the game.
This year we want to win a tournament. I believe the hallmark of a good team is obviously good communication and good interaction between the team. Obviously,
trying to get strong.
If we want to start winning, this is going to be the year for that, and I think it's a really good thing to follow on this year. And there's not many secrets, I would say.
Because we're all kings. Well, a couple short kings, including myself, so you know how it is.
I think the atmosphere is really important.
I'll go with Jame, just to learn more from Jame. Merrick's always talking about him, so gotta have a dinner with him, see what's going on in his head up there. Oh yeah.
Team.
Making magic when they need it most. Oh no, Mouse, they've done it! Rocked! Absolutely rocked! Bulldog steal!
Dallas, we're back. Counter-Strike is in our DNA. It always has been, and it always will be. And now we are once more returning to where it all began.
the imposters. I'm taking the mask off, prepare your conscience, prepare for honest, cut off all the nonsense. I'm all in your chakra, wonder who shot you. Go call the doctor, boom like the chopper. Don't you get chopped up, I'm here to stop you. Whoever wants smoke like a roster, break you off proper.
Things they say, they're never getting in my way. And even if I make mistakes, I will always see them through.
What's that?
'Cause I don't wanna play your game. I had enough, I'm burning up so hot I just break your chain. You can never stop what's building up inside of me. Play your game. I had enough, I'm burning up so hot I just break your chain. You can never stop what's building up inside of me.
They say that I'm such a weirdo, tattoos from my toes to my earlobe.
Can never stop what's building up inside of me.
They say that I'm such a weirdo, tattoos from my toes to my earlobe.
Can never stop what's building up inside of me. Can never stop what's building up inside of me.
Tell the waitress start another round. Millie on my wrist, I bust it down. King in my city, wear the crown. Got a check, need another now. I can never get enough. Woo. Yeah, that's right. I can never get enough. Come on. Woo. I can never get enough. Your friend get money, need a new set. Try to go again, session, need a new bet. Been here 10 summers, boy, and I ain't lose yet. 'Cause I can never get enough. Jordan for my team, I'm LeBron in my city. Way ahead of these man, I could pop a Willie. Gunning these 7 figures if we gon' sign a dilly. Red, white, yellow, brown, I got them by the plenty. Woo! Just the definition of success. Did it back to back, that's repetition with the steps. Pushing up the work, I could do 100 reps. 5-star general, I'm about to pull up in the vet. Had a couple zeros, had to add another 4. Started with the product, turned that into a